For decades, Bob Caudle was the steady, trusted presence at the heart of Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. Week after week, his calm professionalism and genuine warmth invited fans into the world he loved so much. Bob stood at ringside during one of wrestling's greatest eras, calling the action as legends were born. He asked the questions, he set the stage, and he made sure fans never missed a moment of the story unfolding before them. He wasn't just describing wrestling. He was helping create its magic. What set Bob Caudle apart was his sincerity. His voice carried kindness. His delivery was calm, respectful, and real. He made wrestling feel personal, like a friend sharing the excitement with you at home. Today, his influence is still felt. Commentators credit him. Fans remember him. And the sport of professional wrestling stands taller because of his contributions. Bob Caudle didn't just call matches. He left a legacy. Thank you, Bob, for your voice, your passion, and the unforgettable moments you shared with all of us. From ringside, this is goodbye.
And so long for now, fans.
On the ground, troops coming heavy with the no-nonsense sound. Ain't no filters, we break the mold. Stories hidden, swept away, now they're getting told. Spotlights hit, the tension pops. We ain't here for nothing but the real damn drops. We're busting bubbles, taking names, cussing and discussing, changing the game. No smoke, no mirrors, no curtain calls. Piss on the fire and call the dogs. Steel chairs, cold stares, backstage heat. Legends fall when we bring that beat. Voices sharp, we cut right through. Best damn team, yeah, you know it's true. We ain't your daddy's play-by-play. We call it raw, we're here to stay. From bell to bell, win or loss. Shoot, don't care who signs the checks or calls the boss. Putting out fires, taking names, cussing and discussing, fueling the flames, standing tall when the last bell call. Piss on the fire and call the dogs.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of Cussin Discussin. I am the Doctor of Professional Wrestling, Mike Blankenship, Ph.D. Alongside me, the excellence of Elocution, Walter Dixon. Tonight, we are live on Facebook and YouTube for Cussin and Discussin, also broadcasting on the Elevate Pro Wrestling Facebook page. My friend, we have got a big night ahead of us.
Really big show.
Really indeed. And not to start out, looks like we got company.
We do have company.
You want to go ahead?
Let's go ahead.
Let's go ahead, bring him in. Come on in. Brox Boulder, what are you doing?
What's up, guys? Sitting in the school, lonely, all by my lonesome.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Are you alone, sir?
I'm alone. It's supposed to be a training night, but we decided to take a little Thanksgiving break early tonight. So,
Understand that.
Brox is there. All by
but I'm here.
himself.
I'm all alone. I'm all
That's
alone.
it.
Just me and my band bun.
Yeah. So how are you, sir?
Doing good, man. I'm recouping from the weekend. Big show in Waverly, Ohio. You guys were there.
Indeed.
Recouping from that, getting set for another big weekend in Camden, Ohio. Wrestling up there, and then in Tennessee the week after that with you fellas.
Yeah.
So just trying to recoup, man. That's all I can do.
You got to get a little bit of rest, a little bit of recovery time. That's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had a hell of a match with Casey Kazana and Voodoo King there this past weekend.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise. Yeah.
We'll get into that in a little bit, but
Sure.
it was a tremendous match. I don't think it ended quite the way you guys wanted it to. And it certainly didn't end the way KC and Voodoo King wanted it to.
Well, I did get to hit the Voodoo King with a chair multiple times, so
You did.
that
You
might have
really
happened.
did.
That might have been the way that I wanted it to happen. I've been in, maybe a little bit, maybe just a little bit.
It's always
Emily Rose Cortez says hi, Brox.
yeah.
It's I think it's Emily.
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 I'm glad he can spell and I can't.
Yeah.
I can read. There's a difference. I can't spell. I can read.
Well, you can read. I can.
Well,
I mean, in this day and age, I you never know. People spell things.
Oh, I know.
So
Look, trust me, I know. My kids get their names mispronounced all the time, and I think they're the most basic spellings on the planet. So it's cool.
Well, my oldest daughter has a weird spelling of her name too, but it's actually very, very old. It's not common anymore, but it's very, very old.
Right.
So
while we've got him, let's talk about this past weekend.
Yeah, let's talk about
Waverly, Ohio, Pike County YMCA, November 15th.
Pike County, Ohio YMCA.
Yeah, but it don't say Ohio there.
But whose fault is that?
Mine.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would say it's probably mine if you're looking at my poster.
Like every other thing on this paper, I wrote it.
You read it down?
I read it.
He read it.
I read it. It's like it actually, on one of them, Bob Caudle is listed as the announcer for South Atlantic Pro Wrestling. We know that did not happen.
No.
It's Mid-Atlantic. But that's okay. It happens. But anyway, big show down there in Waverly, Ohio. Down there.
Yeah.
Down the Big Sandy River for us.
Right. Which means it's off the mountain.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, either way.
Started the night off with a really, really good match. Is this second or third match back by Brent?
I think this is for us it's his second or third.
Second,
well, he had the Rumble.
Right.
Rumble.
The Battle Royal.
Battle Royal. Then he had the singles match against Jeff Gallagher.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So technically the third
this
match.
would be his third.
Yeah.
But I think he's actually had 2 or 3 matches outside of FTC or AOG as well. So he's he's getting back in the swing of things. He looked really good in the ring there, not to be out for 12 months. He's getting back pretty quick, so I'm really proud of him.
Just right off the rip, I know how I feel. I think he is a tremendous talent at such a very young age. I think he has an absolute boatload of potential. From a sort of behind the scenes look. How do you feel about him and his career going forward?
I've loved the kid since the day I laid eyes on him. He came in with such a passion when we were in our other location downstairs. And he had 1 or 2 trainings with Chance Profit at his school, at Power Slam, which, I've never, ever in my life, never will I speak ill of Power Slam and Chance Profit, 2 of my favorite things on this planet. Another wrestling school close to us with a very reputable trainer. Chance Profit is, and even Jason Kincaid, who does the training there as well. Really great, both of them. But he'd done 1 or 2 trainings there, and then when he walked in the door here, he had a passion, he had a drive. The only thing, and this is not a dig, but he was a senior in high school. He had just started his senior year when he first started with us, and he had a really demanding schedule. He was doing soccer and tennis and everything on the planet, and because he's athletic as heck. And he had called me one night and said, what am I going to do, Brox? What am I, I got this and this and this, and I don't want to let you and Bobby down in school. And I said, kid, you're only going to be a senior in high school once, hopefully. And you only do it one time.
Yeah.
So, is that a dig?
It might have been a dig.
Yeah, I liked it so much I've done it again. Yeah, heck, I liked it so much I've done it twice. But I said, go do high school, brother. Go do your senior year. Go live it up and squeeze us in where you can. And I said, wrestling will be there. And it's worked out. He squeezed us in then, and he done really well. And proud of him. Sky's the limit for him. As long as he listens to the right people and continues to train hard and do the right things, keep the level head he's got, he's going to be really great.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree. And you can tell immediately from watching him in the ring, he's naturally gifted as an athlete. And you can see the skills that he's brought over from other endeavors into this. I don't know how tennis plays into that, other than conditioning.
Yeah.
Tennis, definitely there's some conditioning there. Soccer, it's about foot movement and the way he moves in the ring. It's kind of obvious. But he's just such a tremendous talent at such a young age. I see really big things for him in the future, and pray for really big things for him in the future.
Absolutely.
He took on a newcomer, at least to us for AOG, in the prospector Wes Barker, another fantastic looking guy, great talent in the ring, appeared to have a very, very vast wealth of knowledge in the ring. And it's my understanding he's Canadian.
He's from Canada, right?
Yeah.
He is Canadian. Troy and I met him on the road with AMW with Kyle Maggard. We worked with Kyle a bunch this summer and fall, and we met him working through Kyle, and heck of an athlete, heck of a talent, and he brings a different look. Not so much how he looks, but how he looks in the ring and what he does in the ring. Troy and I got the opportunity to wrestle him in a tag match, and it was different. And to see that style, and I'm not saying it's a bad style or it's just different than what we're used to. It's how he was trained in Canada, and it works, and he kills it, man. He's a bit of a jerk in the ring. Obviously, Bolt's not a fan of him, but he's phenomenal. He's absolutely phenomenal, and that's what I'm trying to do, man. Here at the Art of Grappling, I want to bring in these guys I've met on the road and bring in these really great talents that I know are out there. Even if they're one at a time, I'm going to try to bring them in and introduce our crowd to those guys. 2026 is going to be a big year for debuts in AOG. You're going to see a lot of new faces in 2026, guys that you might know from other places that have never ever been AOG that are going to make some debuts. I've got some people in mind, and some people that are going to be shocked. People are going to be like, "Oh my God, can't believe they're at AOG!" But we're going to do it, man. It's just what it's about. So we're going to. Not that I've never tried to keep our doors closed, but there's always a demand. I get messages weekly on the page or personal, just say, hey, if you ever need anybody, let me know. And I'm going to try to open that up a little bit more this year in 2026 to help our students as well.
We get a lot of the same thing for Elevate. A lot of folks from all around multiple states, 7-8 states around, reaching out and going, hey, if you need anyone, if I'm available here and here, love to work for you. And I'm sure you guys get the same, because you're an amazing promotion, and we love going to work for you. So we know others have to see that. Is it just me? Now, I think the doc actually didn't really agree with me as much. But during the match this weekend with Bolt and Wes Barker, I made the comment that he kind of gives me early Rick Rude vibes. Do you see that?
I can see it from the neck up with the mustache. That's about as far as I can see it.
Yeah. And I made that point that maybe not necessarily the physique, but it's the way he moves. He's very, very fluid, very, very kind of.
I'm going to use a word that I was told not to use anymore, and then I'm going to replace it with the word I was told to use it with. But I can see the Rick Rude swag, which is the word I was told not to ever use again. And I'm going to replace it with the word I hate to use, but I can see the Rick Rude Riz in this guy. I'm too freaking old to be using these words, boys. But listen, I can definitely see the Rick Rude, the persona about him, how he walks, how he talks, how he carries himself. It's going to be hard to match that Rick Rude physique. I know that almost everybody in the locker room washed their abs or washed their clothes on his abs during intermission. So, I mean, that's just, he looked that good. So no, not swag. Yeah. See, I told you not to use the word swag.
We've got, yes, we get that quite a bit. Yeah, very much, Dickie.
We'll let you know, Dick.
Yeah.
Dick, he's good.
Not Doc, Dick. Right?
Dick,
right,
yes.
Doc?
Yeah.
Got Dick and Doc in here now.
Yeah, we got Dick and Doc.
That Anthony guy, man. That Anthony guy. Jeez.
I hope he don't show up tonight.
Yeah,
God.
goodness gracious.
No one likes that guy. No one likes that guy.
Nobody.
No, but I do see that, Walter. I can see what you're saying. He definitely carries himself that way, and
Mhm.
the sky's the limit for him too because he's so freaking good. So yeah, I can definitely see
Yeah.
that.
Actually, Bolt Jackson walked away with the win in that one.
Yes, he did.
Moving on, the second match, we got to see the third debut, or I guess you could call it, of Dirty Travis Durton against the world's finest semi-pro wrestler of all space and time,
Marion Fontaine.
I was
That's a mouthful.
Let me tell you something. I was impressed out of the gate.
Yeah.
I was elated with Marion. I'll tell you how Marion came about. Joe Pace, he's the owner of the company. Occasionally he'll stick his nose and say, "Hey, do this." He's graced me with whatever I want to do here, and I appreciate the snot out of that from him. But occasionally he'll stick his head in and be like, "Hey, would you do this?" And I'm going to listen to him because he's taught me everything I know about booking shows.
Right.
So he mentioned Marion to me and said, "Hey, put him on the show," and I did. And what a home run! What a home run Marion Fontaine is.
God.
Just what you guys saw on the outside was only half. The locker room presence, the professionalism, just the all around willingness to do whatever. I cannot put that guy over enough. If anybody's listening and you want somebody great on your show, Marion Fontaine is amazing.
Right there.
Yes. Yeah, he's
very
amazing.
few times do I agree with this guy, but
yeah,
I have to agree.
Yep, I'm with you. He was a great, and I'm gonna be honest with you. He, one of our newer students, Dirty Travis Durton, actually held his own against somebody like Marion, which I was impressed with too.
He
I think he done really well. So good match.
It was.
Marion carried the energy. Like I was psyched as soon as the music come on. I was like, and I pushed play on the music, and I was like, yeah, like I was so excited about it.
I'm a huge Queens fan. I love Queens.
Yeah. His entire I hate to use the word, but I don't know how else to put it. His entire persona, his entire shtick is fantastic. The music matches him. It matches his style. It matches his persona. It matches the way he works in the ring. And the whole thing, his entire package is a fantastic show. It makes for an amazing presence.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And he's super talented, and that vaudeville-esque feel to his character, to me, that's awesome.
Yeah. I think Troy was sitting next to me when we were during the match, and I said I got a little bit of a Freddie Mercury feel from him too.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Like that is a compliment. If no one thinks it is,
Absolutely.
that's a compliment. I got a Freddie Mercury feel from him, like his energy. Like, Freddie Mercury, when he performed, like there was just nonstop energy. He done the same thing in the ring. But again, I'm not taking away from Marion, but like 3 matches in, Travis held his own. He done really well against him.
Coming along, he's got a future ahead of him, and it's bright. I mean,
kid's a jerk, but he's talented. He's really talented.
He told me. Hang on, Walter. He told me, and if Adam or if the Dick is still in here, he told me, Travis Durton straight up told me that he is going to be a younger, better looking Nick Hamrick. That's what he told me.
Well, I'm going to say,
yeah, I agree with Bubbles. He's a super nice guy, and definitely got the Freddie Mercury vibe.
I'm going to say, Dickie may have something to say about that.
I have no doubt. He always has something to say about everything, so I have no doubt he's going to have something to say. There he is.
That didn't take long. Love it.
Say his name and he appears.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Oh, but no, that was
you like the new show mascot?
New show mascot.
I do like the show mascot.
Yeah.
Kind of from my angle, it blends in with your shirt a little bit. Though.
Yeah.
He's all dog. Next match up, and luckily we do have the women's champion in the room with us tonight. The AOG Women's Championship match, the Unpoppable Force Sarah Bubbles, taking on the Neon Enigma.
That is a rivalry like the Yankees and the Red Sox.
That is
Kentucky,
exactly
Louisville. Ravens,
Yeah, or
Steelers,
Kentucky, Tennessee, even.
Kentucky,
Yeah.
Tennessee. Like like I'm telling you, it is a rivalry that is basically as old as time here at AOG. They cannot those two women cannot stand each other. They like to beat the stunt out of each other, and
That they do.
It is heating up from where we're sitting at. I mean, it is intensifying match after match after match. Not even just in AOG or EPW, but those ladies have took it all the way up to Parkersburg, West Virginia, a couple weeks back.
Yeah,
and it just keeps getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
Yep. They had a really good match at Mountain Mama. Dare I say the best one on the card, and that's where I'll stop.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I have to agree with that.
I've said the last 2 times that we have called a match between the champion Sarah Bubbles and the Neon Enigma. I keep getting this feeling that the Enigma is getting closer and closer and closer to finally realizing that dream and taking that title. And it almost feels like she's just on the verge. And then Bubbles turns it up. She she finds another gear, and she manages to win and retain that title. And kudos to her for that. She's been titled for how long now? It's over a year.
Over a year now, a year and 1 month, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah. Maybe we should have got her. Should have got her a gift for her 1 year, like some cookies or some cake or something. You know,
could have. I'd like some cookies or cake.
I'd like to have like 5 pounds of beef jerky.
Oh,
I'll tell you what I'd like to have.
I'm giving you a standing ovation for that one. You can't see it, but I'm standing up. Walter, thank you so much. That was the best. Thank you, Walter. You are the.
I mean, I would rather have. I mean, I like cake. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fat boy, but I really do like 5 pounds of beef jerky. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness, that's why I wanted to be here, boys. That's why I wanted to be here. That's why I wanted to be here.
Is that a fact?
Yes, it is.
I have no doubt in my mind.
Just know, guys, if it hits my head, it comes out of my mouth. But I promised myself I would behave myself tonight. But
somebody finds it funny at least.
If Walter just gave me the go ahead to ignore my inner child parents and to say whatever the heck I wanted to say. So,
well, that's kind of the way we do around here most of the time.
I ain't seen him smile that big since the last time you screamed, "Do it again, Pete."
Yeah.
He says he didn't, but we got the video.
Yeah, it's on video.
It's there.
He broke.
Sometimes it happens in the ring, and I don't even know it, guys. I don't have any idea.
I don't doubt it a bit.
Which, by the way, that was one of my favorite moments of all time, calling matches.
Oh, yeah.
It was one of those moments where I said, I got it. And it just, the words fell out of my face and I couldn't grab them and pull them back in. So
I'm really notorious too. Like I'm really bad. I'll hear somebody in a crowd say something and I'll do it like immediately. Like I swear at Route 33 one time, I heard a guy go, superplex him, and I superplexed Caleb Throne off the top rope. Just like that quick. Like I heard it and I done it. And funny story, I can tell you off camera about it, but like it was so funny. I heard it and Troy looked at me and went, "The hell was that?" And I said, "I heard it. I just heard somebody say it. Like I don't know. I heard it." So I did it.
We have just been joined by the bitter one.
Bitter Brian Compton has made his presence felt tonight.
Brox, why is he so bitter?
Because somebody named him Brian Compton. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like he's
Marty
so
Clay
hateful.
beat the pants off of him this past weekend.
Yeah.
That'd make me bitter. I mean,
right, but he was bitter before that. So
he was bitter before that. That's true. Yeah, he was bitter before that. He's so I'm hearing in Roxanne people pleaser. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Gotta give people what they want, right?
Yeah.
always.
Yeah. Listen, I will say this about Brian, and I know we're going to get to his match, but Brian Compton has, I hate to compliment this prick, but he has jumped on the scene here at AOG and impressed behind closed doors to a lot of people. He's a hell of a competitor. He's a crybaby, but he's a hell of a competitor. I'll tell you that.
Well, even as big a crybaby as he is one of 4 of the finalists for the AOG Heavyweight Championship to be decided December the 6th
He is
in the
He earned that
4-way
right.
elimination. So
He earned that right. He
yeah.
did. He earned that right. Absolutely. So he's impressed. He's impressed here at AOG. I'm not gonna lie. He has.
I
What's
was
his filter?
motioning to DJ ALX to go around because the camera's kind of set up here.
Yeah, it's kind of in the middle of the.
And the Buck, the new show mascot, is in here chewing on my tennis shoe, so he needs to go.
He got to utilize the latrine.
I got you.
Let's see here what we got.
Hold on. Sorry about that.
Dickie, who would hate you? Yo,
Brox is a people pleaser, and
Wow.
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 rude.
Sounds like someone who hasn't worked for AOG in a while. I wonder why.
Maybe because his mama named him right.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dick Vickers.
Yeah. What a dick.
Yes, sir. Fine one, that's for sure. Next match out, the prize fighter Ken Jenkins going one-on-one with the Apostle. Now, we talked about that a little bit last show. They grew up together. They know each other. And divergent paths, obviously,
Right.
and finally coming back together in the wrestling ring. There was no love lost, that's for sure.
Not at all. I will tell you, I'm not going to tell you who, but that match was requested. One of those fellas walked into an office and said, I want the other person. I won't tell you who. But it was because they grew up together and they took separate paths. You know, Ken Jenkins decided to be a prize fighting prick, and the Apostle decided to be on the right side of the pulpit, so to speak. So, but listen, I expected the match to be exactly what it was. They beat the dogs out of each other.
They did. They took it
They
to
beat
each
the
other
dogs
from
out
go.
of each other. Hang on a second, here, guys. I got a text message. Hey, man.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I just had a text message.
You're fine. Completely understandable.
But
they really took it to each other, and for a pretty good portion of that match, I was almost expecting the Apostle to pull out the win there. You know, good guy wins in the end kind of thing.
Right.
And Ken Jenkins walks away with the win there.
But wasn't it a little bit sketchy?
Oh yeah.
It
was not the cleanest win. We'll put it that way.
No, there's a little bit of mud on that one.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a little bit of controversy in that one, but
Yeah.
I don't think we've heard the last out of those two.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Especially if the Apostle is not going to be happy about how that went down on Saturday. I assume he's trying to fight his own demons there and saying a few prayers before he decides to decide how he's going to react to how that went down Saturday. So,
and a little peek behind the curtain. I enjoy calling matches for the Apostle.
I really do, man. He's great.
Not only is he great in the ring, but it also gives us a little bit of a chance to we get to bounce little biblical things off in commentary. So it's fun for us, not just to watch him because he is tremendously good, but also it gives us a chance to kind of play with the linguistic side of things.
Yes, absolutely.
so if I was to give the Voodoo King and the Apostle a match, that would be some David and Goliath puns in there. Is that what you're telling me?
yeah,
definitely
100%.
David
Yeah.
Goliath.
Yeah, be looking for 5 smooth stones. That's what
That's
I'd
it,
be looking
that's
for. If you gave me a match with the Voodoo King, I'd also be looking for 5 smooth stones. So,
I can tell you what you can use.
club, I'm not sure.
I can tell you what you can use that works.
A chair.
Very plentiful, mini, stiff chair shots. That's what will work with him.
Would you say you gave him a plethora of chair shots?
I gave him a plethora. I gave him an offering of chair shots.
A tithing of sorts.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I took one chair, like you took, like the story goes. He took 5 fish and fed so many. I took one chair and broke down one big man.
That's the truth of it. Oh boy, looky here.
Actually, that's how you get cursed, pal.
Is that what happened to you, Skyvin? Joining up with the 5-star mafia?
Yeah.
Got yourself cursed a little bit?
Yeah.
Because I know after you did it, the people down in Oliver Springs, they were cursing all right.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of Voodoo King, he took a very, very tough spill out of the ring. You and the grappling god Titan Troy ducked under a double clothesline, and he took a spill over the top rope. And 7'6", things happen.
Yeah.
And his head caught under the middle rope as he flipped over the top rope. I thought for sure he was in bad shape, but I mean, big tough guy. He
I'm gonna tell
come
you
right back up out of it. So
up on his feet he went, and take nothing away from that guy.
For the record, there wasn't much ducking on that clothesline, just so you know. He's
7'6".
Troy and I are the grappling god and the bully's bully, but we don't.
Yeah, it was more of a
crouch down just a
I think I went like this. I think I just kind of shrugged my shoulders a little bit, just a little. He might have grazed my man bun as he went by. I think that's all he got.
I think I seen the wind off of it kind of blow the man bun a little bit. Yeah,
made it flop just a little bit. The next match, though, the AOG Live Your Dream Championship, is a rematch from the prior week, as the new champion, the two-time AOG champion, the lunatic Caleb Throne, going one-on-one with the Dream Killer Jeff Gallagher.
Thank God you got that right this time.
I'm glad I did.
Threw a fit over that.
I never seen anybody. Last time I seen anybody cry like that, it was Vickers.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That makes all sense. That Caleb being the first multi Live Your Dream champion, so that was cool to see, being a day one guy with me and Troy. But listen, I'm going to say, I feel like there's a little bit of a friendship brewing between Gallagher and the prize fighter.
I was getting ready to talk about that.
I got a little inkling in my tum-tum that there's a friendship brewing there, and it is not going to be for the faint of heart. I feel like that's going to cause a lot of problems around here. And obviously that match ended with Caleb retaining his title after a hell of a good match.
It was a great match.
But the Dreamer and Jenkins stooping to their lows, and Troy and I had to go out and run their asses off. And but that's just, I feel like that's what's going to happen. I feel like those guys I feel like they're building something that I'm not going to like very much. That's just my feeling. Call it intuition. I don't know.
Well, I think the three of us are on the same page with that one, because the doc and I got the same feeling when they came out together.
There was definitely something amiss by the accompaniment.
Yeah, I think the two of them might have their eyes set on another prize.
Possibly.
We shall see.
Let's see here. What have we got? Okay. Skyvin back in the room.
That's true, but they turned on me first. So I'm always saying, treat others the way you want to be treated.
Well, I can't really. The
fans like who they like.
That's true.
That's all you can say.
And Vickers
just laughs.
Yeah. But, definitely a great match between Gallagher and Caleb Throne.
Tremendous match. Caleb Throne, always a joy to watch. Gallagher is a talent.
Absolutely.
He's a big guy. He's tough, strong, but he much like a few other people that we have seen in our careers behind the booth, he started out getting high praises from us, and then he takes turns over a new leaf in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And
maybe
just
we
kind
jinx
of,
it.
yeah, it disappoints us.
Do we jinx it or something?
I don't think so. I think some people are just blinded by the lights and glory and fame.
If we get one more decent human to turn non-decent human while you guys are here, then we'll have to start exploring that it might be you guys.
It's kind of like Kerry Morton and those microphones.
Yeah, but I'm positive that's the steel plate in his head that keeps messing with my microphone.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily something he's doing. I think it's just because he's there. It's that titanium plate in his skull.
You know what's funny about that is anytime Nick Hamrick and A.D. Vickers has been here at an FTC show or AOG, and Dick takes the mic to introduce Vickers or to introduce Nick, excuse me, our microphones cut out, and you would think they rarely cut out, but it's always to A. Dick, and you would think that the guy running the controls is doing that, and I'm not. I 100% not. I'm not doing that. Matter of fact, the first time it ever happened, he come to the back, he was like, "Nice rib, bro," and I was like, "I didn't do that." So that was 100% the microphones. I don't know, but they cut out on A. Dick Vickers so much. I don't know what it is. That's a shoot. I don't have any idea what it is, but it's entertaining.
It's kind of curious, I'll tell you that. Next match we had, though, Loverboy Timothy Flowers, 1-on-1 with another newcomer to AOG, Marcus Matthews.
Yeah.
Is he Pete or Dave?
That's Dave.
That's Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
Marcus Matthews.
I am impressed.
He's doing really well, man. I got I'll brag on Travis again. These two kids come in about the same time. They're young, they're hungry, and they're killing it. They're doing really good. Both of them about 3 matches in. They show up, bust their rear ends in training, but Marcus Matthews, man, like he really impressed me against Tim Flowers, because Tim Flowers ain't no slouch.
No, he's not.
This is a former tag champion. This is a guy that Troy and I have had battles with, singles tag team matches with his former tag team partner, Dashing Chris Ringrose, who was phenomenal as well. Tim Flowers is no slouch. So Marcus had a really good showing with Tim, and it was a good match. And of course, Tim's veteran definitely showed in that match. I feel like he was able to pick up that win. So, but a daggone good match, and Marcus has got a real bright future ahead of him.
He does. The crowd really gets behind him. He's a great kid, great person to talk to. Like I said, the fans eat him up every time he walks out through the curtain, and I see a bright future for him.
Oh, absolutely. And I apologize that I was wincing while you were talking about that, but the dog was biting my toe.
Yeah. Thanks to DJ ALX,
yes,
that problem has
been resolved.
Not only is he a good sound man, he's on top of his game.
Marcus Matthews, great young talent. I thoroughly enjoyed watching him. Yeah. Wow. Timothy Flowers, I think he's in the best shape of his career right now.
Hell yes, he is.
He is.
Yes.
That guy has done some work. Mm-hmm. He's put in a lot of work, a lot of effort to raise his own stock. And I love watching him in the ring. I know he's not always above board on everything, but man, I love him. I really enjoy watching him in the ring.
Yeah.
So
yeah. He's really busted his rear end to get him in shape. He showed up one day for a show, and I was just like, "Where's the rest of you, bud?" Yeah. Like he really has busted his ass and put in the work. And as much as we went to battle, I don't know how many times, drawn blood on each other. I tried to waterboard the kid one time at a show. I actually put a shirt over his face and turned a spigot on. I tried to waterboard him once, and I'm not sorry for it. There's actually a video out there somewhere. I think he has it. I'm not sorry for it, but he's really busted his butt. He's come a long way. He's come a real long way, and I'm proud of him. Even though he likes to flow above that line occasionally.
Yeah. Next in line, we had, as we mentioned earlier, Marty Clay.
Yeah.
Really taking it to Bitter Brian Compton. First time that we know Marty Clay. We know who Marty Clay is.
Yeah.
But this is the first time we've actually got to call a match for him.
Right.
Tremendous athlete. I mean, absolutely tremendous athlete. Very much in the ring, not only in look, but also the way he moves, the way he presents himself. I actually put him.
Give him a nipple bill.
Yeah, I nipple billed him flowers a few times too. I like to do that.
Marty reminds me quite a bit of Ted DiBiase Jr.
To a degree, I can see that.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. Marty's another one that I got to spend a lot of time on the road with through AMW. He's their current heavyweight champ. Well deserving as well. And the quietest guy in the room most of the time. But the guy that you want to watch whenever he's not in the room, when he's in the middle of these ropes, you want to watch him. Trained by a guy named John Noble. I'm sure you guys know who John Noble is. John Noble is a phenomenal human. I hate that he's on his way out. He's got his last match actually coming up this Saturday at AMW. Shameless plug for my boys up there. He's got his last match then. But Troy and I got the privilege, and I call it that. It was a match against him in a tag match a few weeks ago, and it was an absolute honor and privilege to get to wrestle a guy like John Noble, who all of his sentiments in the ring are exactly what Bobby Blaze has taught me and Troy and all the other guys. And I love John Noble wholeheartedly. And if anybody's ever been in a locker room with him and took any advice from him, he took it from an absolute professional. He's an amazing human. But yeah, he trained Marty Clay, and Marty Clay has carried that on over from John Noble. Marty is an upstanding human, one of my favorites. And he paid a compliment to me in the show, pulling the curtain back a little bit. He told me it's one of the funnest times he's had at a wrestling event in a long time. And that meant the world to me. Again, pulling that back a little bit to put in the hard work and put the matches in there where they need to be and watch everybody do what they're doing. And then to see an outsider come in and said he felt like family. We treated him right, and he loved the show and loved everything and had a great time. That means a lot, because that's what you strive for when you do these shows.
Absolutely.
For everybody to leave happy. And can't put the guy over enough. I love Marty Clay to death. He's one of my favorite people.
I have to agree with him. You definitely treat people just like they are family, us included.
Yeah.
And,
and that's,
we are forever grateful for that.
Yeah. And that's why we continue to say that AOG is our home, the same as EPW.
Yeah.
We don't hold either in any higher or lower regard. You guys are the top of the top.
Right.
Thank you.
And we love that. Just the fact that it always feels like home.
It does.
The locker room, the talent, the just the atmosphere of the show in general, it always feels like home to us.
Thank you. That's what we strive for. I will say about the match too, though. What a freaking great match.
It was great. Yeah.
Marty and Brian, I knew would go and tear the house down. Brian, as bitter as he is, he's a hell of a wrestler. I mean, straight up, he's a hell of a wrestler.
Take nothing away from him, that's for sure.
He is and everybody, for people that don't know, like he's not a new guy. This is not a guy that just come out of the woodwork and learned how to wrestle yesterday. This guy's been around since he was like 13 years old, and he took some time off. He traveled. I feel like that's why he's bitter about. He was in the wrestling business at such a young age that he spent all of his time on the road in the wrestling business, and he didn't really get to live a childhood. So now he's just a bitter adult. But it paid dividends now, because like he spent a lot of time on the road learning from a lot of great people, and it's paying off now later in his years. And he's a hell of a wrestler, man. I just piss poor attitude, but he's a hell of a wrestler.
Absolutely.
And last but definitely not least, yourself, the Bully's Bully Brox Boulder, and your longtime partner and current tag team championship partner, the Grappling God Titan Troy, took on what was supposed to be the Country Gentleman, KC and AJ Kazana. But AJ had an issue. He couldn't make it. And KC showed up, and he picked Well, the biggest and maybe the meanest in the locker room to be his partner that night in the Voodoo King. So rather than us talking about the match, you tell the fans how you feel that match was.
Man, it was a train wreck. I just and I don't mean that in a bad way.
Right.
Anyway, it was the Voodoo King is who he is. He's 7'6", over 400 pounds. You know, what are you gonna do with that guy?
Yeah.
Troy and I done our best. Casey Kazana, one of the best young talents in the business, top to bottom, no matter what program you're talking about, to the highest of highs in the WWE, to the promotion that starts tonight for the first time ever. Casey Kazana is one of the best stars there is. I'm not going to take anything away from him. He has it. He's very young, not been in the business very long, but it's in his blood. His brother, AJ, top talent, no matter where you go, just like KC. It's in their blood. It's what they do, man. But KC, smart, picked the biggest and the meanest in the locker room. I'd venture to say that when Troy's angry, he's the meanest in the locker room, but that's a story for another time. Or when I'm hungry in the locker room, I'm the meanest. So I would venture to say that he made the right choice with the Voodoo King. You know, big strength and size, you can't teach that. Bobby says that all the time. And then KC, it's in his blood. It's what he does. And KC and Troy and I have a long history. We've wrestled him and his brother quite a few times at AMW. I've had a singles match against KC. We know each other. We're all familiar with each other. So I thought it was a good match. I thought it was a fine match, man. It just things went off the rails when KC decided that he wanted to step out of the ring and say, the hell with it. I'm done. I don't want no more of this. He didn't have his brother. And the Voodoo King got thrown out of the ring he flew out of the ring. And he just decided he had enough. And, you know, I had told Troy, I said, let's just stand here. Let's just stand here and see if they decide to want to come back and fight. And the Voodoo King can decide if he wanted to fight us or take us out on a date. He stood there and looked at us so long. And KC he had to come back out to see what was going on. But I'll say this: 7'6", NWA star, first time you've ever had a match in your life, established tag team, new tag team, Grappling Inc., Bully's Bully, Brock's Boulder, and Titan Troy, Grappling God. Bring it all. Bring it all. We don't give a crap. We don't care. We do not care. I'll just make this. I'll just tell you how it looks. Troy and I spent the last 2 years traveling state after state after state, road after road after road, mile after mile after mile, taking on every company's best. And in 2026, this is an open challenge for anybody. Bring it. Call us. Message us. If you think you got somebody worthy, let us know, and we'll let you know if they are not.
Well, speaking of someone worthy,
there actually is. And hello from your favorite demon, Nakeem the Dream is joining.
Good evening, Nakeem. Brox, you know we love you, but we also love Nakeem, and we love Ethan Heyer, his tag team partner, current Elevate Pro Wrestling tag team champions, to which you and Titan Troy will be facing them in just a couple weeks.
Yeah. November 29th, Feast or Famine.
Yeah.
As you should love them. A great tag team. Two great guys. I don't know whether he's my favorite demon. I would say my favorite demon is a blue-eyed or a pretty-eyed, blonde-haired. Never mind. We won't go there. Get myself in trouble. No, I wasn't talking about Bubbles. That's all you, Mike. I will say this. They're formidable. They're great. They're the champions. They're the champs. We're chasing them. They have the target on their back.
Gotcha.
But that's the thing, is they have the target on their back. They have all the pressure. They're the champions. They have to defend their titles. All Troy and all I got to do is show up and do what we do. We don't have any pressure. We have none. All we got to do is just show up and be who we are. And I'll mirror this. I'll repeat this sentiment again. We can start in 2026, or we can start at November 29th in Oliver Springs.
Right.
Bring it. We want it. We want the smoke. We want it all. We want every bit of it. That's who we are.
And
We are that. That's what we want. So
so
I,
upset I wasn't there.
I think it'll be a
Imlai is
hell of a
very
good. I think it'll be a hell of a good. I think that Casey Kazan is her favorite wrestler. So,
Ah,
so I'm excited for Oliver Springs, Tennessee. But you might see a little different version of Grappling come that night.
Yeah.
Um,
interesting.
we're carrying a few different belts right now, and our shoulders are broad.
Reigning and defending AOG and Route 33 tag team champions. While we've got you, let's go ahead and let's look at 2 dates coming up that not just the 29th of November, but on December the 6th, back at the AOG Training Center in Ironton, Ohio. Going to be another great night of AOG action.
Absolutely.
We know of one match that was announced formally today, the Fatal 4-Way elimination for the vacant AOG Heavyweight Championship, which was vacated by your partner, the Grappling God Titan Troy, basically cashed in as an opportunity to later challenge for the FTC Heavyweight Championship. Got 3 known wrestlers, Loverboy Timothy Flowers, Bitter Brian Compton, and Brent Bolt Jackson, and a mystery opponent.
Yep. So those 3 gentlemen earned the right to be in that match through previous matches. Brent the Bolt Jackson won the AOG Rumble October 11th. Bitter Brian Compton defeated Marcus Matthews here at our last event, and then Tim Flowers defeated 2 other men, John D. Crazy Hillbilly and the Gym Class Hero, to pick up the victory to get the right to wrestle for the AOG title.
Yes.
The 4th opponent, I will tell you this. There are lots of conversations going on and some deals that were made earlier in the year that I'm just now finding out about.
Okay.
So that 4th opponent is not 100% set in stone yet.
Okay.
But again, there's been meetings, there's been phone calls, there's been texts between myself and AOG General Manager Bobby Blaze and this other person. So, if this person is added to that match, the elements will change drastically. That's all I'm going to say.
Interesting.
Wow.
Very
I
interesting.
mean, if I wasn't looking forward to that match already,
I definitely am now.
definitely am now.
Is there anything else you can tell us about for December the 6th?
I can give you a few things, actually. If you're wanting a few things here, I can give you a few things.
We always are welcome.
Yeah.
I can tell you about the women's championship that'll be on the line. The Neon Enigma has requested to have one more shot at this, but I was hesitant. I was hesitant. She's asked a number of times, and obviously she's getting closer, like Walter says. But at some point, other people need to be given shots as well. So I granted her wish. She is going to face Sarah Bubbles again for the AOG Women's Championship, but they're not going to be alone. It'll be a triple threat.
Okay.
And Emily Rose will be making her AOG debut here in that match. So it'll be Emily Rose, the Neon Enigma, and the Unpoppable Force, Sarah Bubbles, for the AOG Championship.
Now we're very familiar with Emily Rose. Called several matches for her. We've even had her on as an interview here on Cussin Discussin.
Yes, she was. It's going to be interesting. We actually called her first match.
Yeah.
Yeah, back eons ago. Well, not eons ago, but
we didn't realize that it was actually her first match until we done the interview.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But we called her very first match with an unnamed promotion at Johns Creek Elementary School in Pikeville, Kentucky.
Maybe no, it won't be you. It won't be you, Emily. It'll be Emily Rose. And Bubbles, I don't know if she's 6 foot tall or not, but
she's tall.
Voodoo King 7'6". I done that Saturday, so strap up, girl. You'll be all right. I've got a couple.
She's dang near really close.
Yeah. I don't know. I know she's tall, but I know if she's 6 foot or not. But yeah, it's gonna be it'll be a tall challenge for these two. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I had to do it.
Yeah. You had to pull that one.
The Bolt would have loved that one. He just walks around the locker room telling dad jokes. I almost drowned that kid twice Saturday because he told me dad jokes in the locker room. I wanted to drown him. So there was a pool. Like when you walked in the locker room, did you guys go in the locker room at all behind the curtain?
No, we didn't go in the locker
room.
We did not.
So when you go in the locker room, you walk to the back of the locker room and go to the left. That took you to like where we dressed. But if you went straight through and not made the left, it walked right into the Olympic size pool that the YMCA at Darren Piketon has. So yeah, I almost drowned that kid in that pool like 3 times. Oh my gosh, it was driving me crazy. I love him to death, man. But one more dad joke, and he would have.
He's gone.
Yeah, lightning, water, and electric don't mix, and the Bolt definitely would have been drowned. I'm just telling you right now.
Is that shirt felt?
Is it felt?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's polyester.
It is.
Hey, you know what that shirt feels like, Walter?
What?
Bubbles' next boyfriend.
Oh
yeah, baby! Set me right up.
God, you guys
set him up. I'll knock him down, baby.
So Bubbles says that Emily's social media says she is 6 foot.
She does.
That's probably not the next thing she's gonna say.
Sometimes I send Bolt dad jokes. So you can actually blame the unpopular force for some of those dad jokes.
Yeah, I'm going to book a show at another pool somewhere, and I'm going to drown them both at the same time.
Yeah.
I can give you another match. You want another match?
Go ahead. Sure.
Another match. Marcus Matthews will be facing Shane Storm.
Wow.
Marcus Matthews, Shane Storm. That is going to be good.
Big step up for Marcus Matthews.
Indeed.
It is a big opportunity for Marcus Matthews. Yeah. Shane Storm is who he is, but I respect the hell out of the man. He was trained by the same man that I live and breathe, that I think wrote the Bible when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah.
So Bobby Blaze guy, had some battles with Shane Storm in my life. But we had a match one time called the Bobby Blaze Boys match at the Ashland Alumni one time. But anyway, big opportunity for Marcus Matthews. Shane Storm is a legend, and it's a big opportunity for a guy like Matthews to get to step in the ring with a guy like Shane Storm.
Oh yeah, tremendous opportunity, and I know we've joked here, and even Bubbles joined in joking about Pete and Dave here a minute ago, but the very first match out last weekend, not this past weekend, the weekend before, at the AOG Training Center. Marcus Matthews versus Bitter Brian Compton.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Matthews actually earned the right to that name, and I said I will not call him Dave anymore. He earned that.
Yeah.
He is Marcus. He is Marcus Matthews, and
that was a good match.
Kid, and just to be able to see him go against Shane Storm, that's tremendous.
Indeed. Yeah. I have to agree with Bubble. He is moving up.
He earned that match. He had a hell of a match with Brian Compton, and that was a really good match. Good for Marcus. But again, take nothing away from Brian. That was a good opportunity for Marcus in his first singles match against a guy like Brian Compton, and now he's getting a guy like Shane Storm. That will tell you that he beat Dusty Rhodes, but not to look it up on the internet because it's true. That's my favorite thing that he tells me. I've looked it up. I'm not going to spoil it, just so y'all know. But it's a good opportunity for Marcus. So let's see, what else do I have that I can give you? You guys like John D? I like John
We
D.
love John. This guy is a John D fan. Listen,
John D popped me early in his match, and I could not recover. So I absolutely love him.
John D. I would say I met him through Route 33, and then he broke into my house. He left a note on my dog about wanting to be on my podcast. I put him on my podcast, and it was probably the funniest, dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
Honestly, I watched that, and I've looked for it since then, and I still can't find it. Mm-hmm. If so happens you ever do find that, let me know, because
send us a link because I never got to watch it.
I think it's in my StreamYard. So I use WSN StreamYard now. This is a part of them, but I actually still have my other one that I have access to, and I think it's in there, and I can download it to my computer, and I can look. You might check, and I don't know that it's there, but you might check the Hitting the Ropes Spotify page. I know I downloaded a bunch of stuff up there. I'm not sure if I got John D's on there yet or not, but you might check the Hitting the Ropes Spotify page and see if it's on there.
Definitely.
If it's not, I'll definitely get it to you. I'll get it uploaded on the Spotify page, and it's about an hour and 30 minutes or so, hour and 20 minutes of just what the hell is what it is, but it was worth every minute of it. He is, oh my God, he's a few crayons short of a Big Mac, but I love the guy. I do.
We would love to have John D on this show. So if somebody's got a pigeon that they can send toward John D,
a pigeon or a crow, either one.
I'll send my dog. I'll send my dog out.
Send your dog down there.
Apparently, they're still buddies. They still talk. Apparently, he tells me all the time, "Me and my dog talk," and I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. It's fine, you know.
He was chewing on his fingernail, and he smacked gym class hero Paul Bryant on the rear end. And then he pointed at Timothy Flower and said, "He did it." I died, and I couldn't recover. And then on the way home, the doc and I were talking about it, and he said, "You got to hear this." And he looked for your podcast. We were going to listen to it on the way home, your interview with John D. And he couldn't find it, but he did find the one with Bob and John from Indie Wrestling Experience.
That was great.
Wait
a minute. Hold on. John.
Oh, I know they do. Listen, I know.
100%.
Let me tell you something.
Listen, Mike and John.
John D loves me.
You and John D are 2 peas in the pod. No, you guys are 2 peas in the pod. And
he thinks I'm a doctor.
Well, he thinks my dog
I won't
is his
say
best
how
friend.
he thinks that, but
he thinks my dog is his best friend. So it is what it is. Yes, Mike, you and John. Yeah. Wow.
I don't even want to ask. Do I? I don't want to ask. Do I?
No.
No, sir.
Okay.
But listen, I'll tell you that to tell you this. He'll be back here December 6th. He will be facing. And listen, I sometimes sit around and think, man, I think that's going to be a pretty decent match. And then I watch the match and I'm like, man, I was right.
Yeah.
But I'm already thinking that this might be the best thing I've ever done. Best brainchild I've ever had. But it'll be John D. Crazy Hillbilly versus Dirty Travis Durden. And I'm just telling you right now.
Wow.
I'm just telling you right now, boys.
That is going to be
I wrestled the kid. I know the things he says. I know his friends are in the front row. They were in the last show. I heard the things they said. I even whispered a few things in Mama Durden's ear before the match. So if they're all here like they were last time and Travis brings it like he has been, John D and Travis might steal the show. I'm just going to tell you straight up.
Yeah.
Well, Travis thinks he beat the Voodoo King.
Well, he does. He does think that.
He does think that. He does think that. He does. And he can think that if he wants to, but it's whatever.
What really gets me is he actually said it while the Voodoo King was in the building.
Yeah.
Is he crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Definitely so.
I think the Voodoo King was in his hole though. There's a hole back there that he hides in until it's time for his match. And we just you remember how back in the day they beat on Goldberg's door?
Yeah.
We just slide a Twinkie under the door for him and let him know it's time to come out because that's the peace offering, so it doesn't kill us all.
Yeah.
Just to get him out of the locker room and
Yeah.
out to the ring. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
leave Twinkies from his door to the curtain right before he goes out, and then that's why he's so mad when he hits the curtain, because he's out of Twinkies. And that's why he's like,
Yeah.
because
So
there's no Twinkies on the other side.
Kind of like when Peter Griffin left the Reese's Pieces.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
For James,
Ooh, piece of
James
candy.
Woods.
Yeah.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not a dig at all. It's just, that there's peace offerings. There are things that you give people that you want to make peace with, and Twinkies seem to work for the Voodoo King, so that's what we're doing.
Makes sense. Then after that show on the 6th of December, you and Titan Troy are going to be heading back to Spencer, West Virginia, Spencer Armory, Route 33, taking place December the 13th in your gingerbread house.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we know for certain there's one match that is definite. That is Boss Lady versus Michael Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
And my money's on the Boss Lady. I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
I've already mortgaged my house. I'm putting all my money on her.
My money is on the Boss Lady. The other 5 matches, as I understand, are going to be by fan choice.
Yep.
If I read correctly on Route 33's Facebook page.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts going into something like that?
Man, I always feel like that I come off as arrogant or conceited, but I just have a lot of faith in Troy and I. We started this thing together. The day one is a thing. We started wrestling the day one. Like we didn't know how to do anything. And the same day that we started learning stuff is where we're at to where we're at now, as it's been together. And Grappling Inc. started with me and someone else for just a few matches, and then it turned into Titan Troy. And it's been the best decision. It's been the best thing I've ever done in wrestling, was to team up with my best friend to go hit the road and wrestle. So my thoughts on whatever the fans choose for Saturday the 13th there in Spencer, December 13th, excuse me. Bring it. We want it. Like I can't say that enough. Like, we don't back down from anything. We don't back down from any challenge. The biggest, the baddest, the fastest, the strongest. We don't give a crap.
Yeah.
We don't care. We don't care. But there's a side of me too that knows that we have a really great relationship with the Route 33 fans, and they know us. We know them. We've spent this whole year, every show that we have at Route 33 in Spencer, we spend the first part of the show before the bell even rings in the crowd. And I don't mean on the other side of the barricade shaking hands and or shaking babies and kissing hands. We're literally in the crowd. We are running in between the seats. We're walking in between them. We're seeing people that we've seen at every show so far that knows me, knows Troy. We know their names. We are in the crowd. Those are our people, and we're their people. And
I've had the privilege of being at a Route 33 show a couple weeks back again, and you're absolutely correct. You're out there from the time I walked in to the time they said it's time to go. You all were out there talking to the people. I mean, and in your element.
Those are our people, man. Spencer has become I'm telling you, like a lot of the places we go, I always try to make everybody feel like family here. And we talked about it earlier, but when I go places, I always want to be made felt like family when I'm there. And the places that I've went, a lot of them have done that. AMW, EPW, Route 33, BGW. I mean, all the places we've gone that were there consistently. That's what we feel. We feel like we're family. Adrian's place, around 33 all the way to Ashland for an FTC show. Yeah. There's a guy named Larry. I call him Megaphone Larry because he always has a megaphone around 33 shows.
Yeah.
He made the trip. He lives an hour from Spencer, so he drives an hour to Spencer to watch their shows. Spencer's like 2.5 hours for us, so he drove 3.5 hours to the October 11th show at the Alumni Gym, and watched our show, which was a compliment in itself to even have the faith to drive down there and do that. But he done it because he loves Smarty. He loves me and Troy. He loves Bubbles, all the guys and girls that go from Route 33 up there. That's the relationship we've built with those fans up there, and loved our show, paid a great compliment to me and us, the guys in the locker room, and what we done. And that's what we aim for, man. We want to build those relationships when we go places. We don't want to go one and done these places and fans not even remember who the hell we are.
Yeah.
We want to build relationships. That's what wrestling's about. So whatever they decide for us, Troy and I'll be ready. And we have faith in the Route 33 crowd to give us
we actually got to talk to Larry after that show in Ashland. He was using the megaphone. He had that little sign he was writing, and he wrote on the sign, was it "This chair hurts my back" or "This chair hurts my butt"?
Something.
Yeah, and he was holding it up, and the doc and I both we cracked.
Yeah.
Just lost it for a few minutes. I was trying to get his attention and like, hey, show that over here, and I was going to spin one of the cameras and catch it, but I never did get him to notice me trying to. Hey, you know. Good guy, really good guy, a real wrestling fan, true wrestling fan.
Absolutely.
And it's folks like that they not only make those of us who are working, you know, you guys are working in the ring, we're working behind the table.
Right.
They not only make it better for us, they actually make it better for the other fans in attendance too, because it shows, hey, don't be afraid. Don't be shy.
Yeah.
Get involved. Make yourself feel like you're part of this show, because you are a part of this show.
Mm-hmm.
And those kind of folks, we have a few in Tennessee that come to the EPW shows that are constantly vocalizing and doing their what?
That cord over there is moving.
What cord where?
The power cord on the thing was moving.
That's because the dog went under it.
I didn't even see. I'm blind.
It was a ghost. It was the ghost of Cussin Discussin, moving the cords.
Yeah, but we have several of those at Oliver Springs for EPW that they're very vocal and very open about who they like, who they don't like, what they want to see, what they don't want to see, and I love it. When the fans get involved, all the better.
I think it's something that in a lot of ways is missing in some aspects of wrestling is fan interaction.
Absolutely. And poor old Larry made the mistake of giving me his megaphone one night at Route 33, and I stood on the chair right next to him, and I could see the boss ladies just sweating like, somebody get that megaphone out of Brock's hand right now. Terrible idea to give it to me, but God bless him for doing it. Man has no fear, I'll tell you that. Oh, here you go, Brock. I said, can I see that? And he said, yep, here you go. I went, oh, Lord. Troy was just like, no, don't do that. And
Don't do it.
Yeah, it was we sang some songs, and I sat on a chair that I didn't think was going to hold my weight very long, and but it did. And but we sang some songs, and I said some stupid stuff, so it was fun.
That's what makes it fun.
So, Brox, I don't know if you were watching the intro to the show. I'm sure you've probably seen on Facebook or somewhere. We had the passing of a legend this week. According to his son, the legendary commentator and announcer Bob Caudle passed away in his sleep November 16th at the age of 95.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was.
That's a good life. 95 is that's a heck of a run, man.
And
that's really great.
Bob was he was very influential on us.
He was. I mean, my first memories of professional wrestling involve Starrcade 83, 84, and Bob Caudle and Gordon Soley calling matches.
Yeah.
That's where I found my love for professional wrestling. He was just one of those, I'll use the word, enigmatic voices that just buries themselves.
Yeah. You hear his voice and you immediately think of Smoky Mountain, of Mid Atlantic, of WCW.
Right, WCW later on, Jim Crockett Promotions.
He was a tremendous announcer, He done some interviews over the years that are still very reminiscent, very, very locked in my mind.
Yeah.
Just a tremendous staple in wrestling of yesteryear. But we'd already spoke earlier. We were going to do this for Bob and for his family. So Brox, bear with us just a moment. I think we're going to do a 10-bell salute for Bob Caudle.
Absolutely.
Indeed, sir. Go ahead.
Oh,
definitely a lost legend. I mean, there'll never be another.
Caudle began broadcasting in the late 90s with Jim Crockett Promotions, as you mentioned, Doc. Became the signature voice for Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. Known, as you said, for his very calm demeanor, very calm delivery and trademark greeting. Hello, wrestling fans.
Yeah, I started the show tonight. Hello, wrestling fans. And as tribute to Bob Caudle.
I guess it's one of those things, Brox, I know you have the wrestlers and people in wrestling that have been influential to you. And we have those as well, but we had to kind of, because we're not in-ring workers, we work back here behind the table. There are folks that we had to look to draw inspiration and give us a little insight into how this works, what to do, what is expected.
Yeah.
And Bob Caudle is one of those for us.
You talk about Bob Caudle and others like Gordon Soley, Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby the Brain Heenan, later on, Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone. I could sit here and name names all night, and it would just take all night to do it.
Yeah.
There are just so many, and to lose, I think of it now, we've lost Lance Russell, we've lost Gordon Soley, we've now lost Bob Caudle, Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby Heenan. And, there's not many of those old commentators left.
Yeah.
I mean,
you said it before the show. If we lose Jim Ross, we've lost them all.
Yeah. For the most part, yes.
Not to take anything away from the likes of Larry Zbyszko or
Tony Schiavone
or even Jerry Lawler.
Right.
But, Taz.
Yeah.
I think Jim Ross is just the voice of so many people's childhoods and even adulthoods as wrestling fans. Those early guys, they set the bar, but like Jim Ross has just raised it for everybody else. He's the voice of my childhood. He is the reason that I find the word slobber knocker funny, or when I hear the word puppies. I know that's Jerry Lawler, but it's Jim Ross. And
Jim Ross, Jerry Lawler.
They were one. The Attitude Era wouldn't have been nothing without a few people, and the Attitude Era was built and heard by Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler. So listen, you guys, the thing that I think is kind of missing in wrestling, and the thing that is kind of prominent in wrestling at the same time, which is odd to say, but I think the thing that's, I can look up to whoever I look up to. Stone Cold, I think, is the GOAT for me. I know, Cena's doing his thing and he's being called the GOAT, but Cena Stone Cold's the GOAT for me. I look up to so many people. Troy loves Eddie Guerrero. I mean, we can just go on and on about who people look up to. But the foundation of what wrestling is not just about what goes on in here. It's about who's doing the announcing, who's doing the camera work, who's taking the gear to the back of the locker room, who's doing the 1, 2, 3 in the ring. The wrestling is everyone that's involved. So you
Yep.
absolutely have to have people to look up to, whether you're the guys in the ring, in between the ropes, or you're behind the table, like you said, or you're behind the mic calling the matches, you're the one wearing stripes. Everybody has to have somebody to look up to in this business. And if we don't have anything. So, I think it's great that we all have somebody in this business that we can look up to that
Yeah.
made us feel like we have a spot in wrestling, or that we had a passion for it to even want to do it. So,
Well, Doc has said this at least 1,000,000 times, and I'm going to say it for the 1,000,001st time.
What was that?
Wrestling has something for everyone.
Indeed. I mean, yes, it does. It doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, who you are, what you are, where you come from. It's for everybody.
if you have a want and a passion and a love, it's like this. It's got big open arms. Bring it on in,
does,
man.
yeah.
Like that's the thing is, like I don't know. I get a little upset about wrestling when it comes to like gatekeeping and stuff like that. It drives me crazy when you see that stuff in the business. But you walk around and you see guys that probably shouldn't be in the business because they should be on the outside looking in because of what society feels about them. But like you said, it has something for everybody. It doesn't matter where you're from. I always reference. I always will reference and put this kid over. But the best example of that is a kid that walked in our doors who couldn't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time, literally tripped over his own feet. And I get a little emotional talking about him because I love him to death. He's one of the greatest hype men on the planet. He doesn't have a negative word about anybody. But Bishop friggin' Straight, man, like
Absolutely.
that kid, he found a knack for himself in wrestling. He found something in wrestling that he loves, and he is balls to the wall about it. I tell everybody that listens, we'll be in here doing warm-ups, and he won't cheat me, and he ain't cheating himself. He'll not take an extra minute to finish his crunches, but by God, he holds up class doing it. And you don't think for a minute me and Bobby are yelling at him. He ain't cheating him or me or Bobby. He's doing them. So it pulls all works of life from people, man, and it has been the best thing for Bishop Straight. And he is one of the best humans you'll ever meet. Never a bad word. One of the most kind people you ever meet. He wants everybody to succeed. He wants everybody to win everything. So
Bishop is a fantastic referee.
I think Bishop by far is in my top 3 referees in independent professional wrestling. I mean, that's just from what I've seen so far.
Oh yeah,
the women will love him.
I've got to get up with him and find out how he does it.
Slaying it. I'm just telling you, bud. Like, I don't get it.
I don't think he's in the room tonight. He's an old man that I used to, when I was not watching at the mines. Old man from over at Phelps, Kentucky, named Hassel Wolford. I think he's dead and gone now. But old Hass would have called him a cat hound.
Yeah.
He said right there, that's a Berries boys right there.
I've got a name for him I can't say on camera. But I'm telling you that no matter what parade we're at, we'll be in the middle of a parade. We were set passing out candy at the bottom steps there here at the school for business trick or treat a couple weeks ago. Yeah. And it was every other woman. Hey Bishop, hey Bishop, hey. And I'm just telling you, we couldn't get no candy spelled out to it because it was too many women up here trying to talk to Bishop Straight. And I'm just like, what do I got to do?
Yeah.
I can believe the amount of women I've seen them.
Yeah.
I mean, go to these shows.
Listen, go back and watch y'all's video from the other night. He tells me I'm full of lies, but he goes outside. He goes out to the ring, and our ring announcer, Stevie Tyler, said, hey, been officially by Bishop Straight. And there was a female that screams, hey, Bishop, go, Bishop. And I'm like, man, I can't even get people. I'm supposed to have people saying that about me to do it for me. And this guy's out here got strangers doing it.
Yeah,
Bishop Straight gets more cheers than half the locker room. He gets maybe 50 to 100 times more cheers than Bitter Brian Compton ever thought about.
I'm telling you,
That's because he's bitter.
It could be because he's bitter.
Bishop ain't bitter,
But
Not about a thing. He ain't
You're
bitter
right.
about
He's one of
nothing.
the nicest guys.
no.
He's amazing. I just wish that one day I can grow up. I want to grow up and be a Bishop's Black Book, because
Yeah,
that's a popular
that's it.
place to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
telling that is. Whew.
Eh?
He tells me I'm a liar, but everybody knows it. Everybody sees it.
He's modest. He's modest.
Yeah, I wish I could do that. I can't do that. I'm
Yeah.
not built that way.
I can't either. I mean, it don't work like that.
Yeah.
Whew, sir.
What else we got, Doc?
We have got Elevate Pro Wrestling upcoming show we haven't talked about. November the 29th, Oliver Springs, Tennessee. We touched on it a little bit earlier today.
Yeah, actually, before you move into that, that brings up, because the first match there is Michael Zamato with Lars Madison versus Evan Golden. But I would love to see John D versus Michael Zamato.
That would be interesting.
It would take 30 minutes for them to figure out what was going on with each other, but
That'd be the best triple threat I think I've ever seen.
yes, absolutely.
That would be the best triple threat.
Bishop loves everyone, and everyone loves Bishop.
Amen.
Absolutely. I cannot disagree with her.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be really fun.
What's
I
that?
think seeing Bishop in an Elevate Pro Wrestling ring, I think it'd be really fun.
Yeah.
I think Bishop in an Elevate Pro Wrestling ring would be awesome.
Did I just shamelessly plug one of my students? I did. No, I didn't. I'm just kidding. I'm playing.
I think maybe if he carpooled to Oliver Springs with someone.
Oh, no, listen. My truck ain't big enough to carry all the girls that be trying to come with him. I got a 40 cab truck.
You'd have to
put them in the back.
Yeah.
You'd have to empty out that tow behind trailer and load them all.
The box trailer. Yeah.
The 20-foot that's got the ring in it. I have to pull all those and come to Bishop. All the what they call them, rats. So they call them the ring. All the
Ring
rats.
rat.
Yeah, all the ring rats come with Bishop Straight. They'd all be in that ring trailer.
Be stopping at a Flying J and turning lot lizards into ring rats.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Buc-ee's, just so you know. It ain't stopping. It's gonna be a Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a Buc-ee's.
I love me some bushes.
He's exactly that's what I said. Because I behaved myself. I didn't say it that way. Yeah.
Bushy burgers are so
I love me
good.
some pussies.
I love me some bushy burgers.
I love it.
Discussing. We can do this. I mean, I don't care.
I'm telling you, yeah. Bishop Straight. My goodness. Have I ever told you the story about his birthday? I think I have.
Maybe, I don't know, but
Wait a minute, hold on. Put him in the ring trailer. All he needs is a blow up.
Well, I mean, it's a good trailer. It's a solid trailer. Give the boy a California King for
I have slept on a blow up mattress in that trailer, just so y'all know. I have done it.
I've slept on a blow up mattress in my life, and they are not any fun.
Well, I was in that ring trailer, and there was a kerosene heater in that ring trailer to keep us all warm one night. That's a story for off camera, but it was an exciting night. No, we got Bishop Straight a cake for his birthday one year, and he leaves 8:30. Training at 8:30, he's gone. He doesn't drive, so when his ride gets here, he just goes.
Yeah.
And we always do training. We always try to do something for somebody's birthday, even if it's just sing happy birthday or get a card or something. We always try to do something. When I remember, I'm terrible at it. I need an assistant. But we got Bishop a cake one year downstairs, and we was like, "Here's your cake. Here's your card. Happy birthday, Bishop." Blah blah blah. And that freaking Bishop Straight kicks that cake under his arm like this, puts his bag on his shoulder across his head like this, and goes, "Bye guys," and just walked right out that freaking cake. Didn't share a lick of that freaking cake. I swear to God, he didn't just walk right out of that room with that cake under his arm. And I tell him all the time. I said, "It don't matter what kind of cake it is, women or cake. You ain't sharing none of it, are you, Bishop?"
Cake. He ain't sharing.
He ain't sharing. He ain't. Yeah, he just took that cake, and then we had a little party a couple weeks after that, and he brought a bunch of ice cream cake from where he works just to make it up to us. But yeah, he's indeed.
I mean, and honestly, he's one of my favorite people to be around at a show. I mean, there's few people like him.
I said this in a group chat the other night for the AOG group chat. I told him, I said, dude, he's the greatest hot man there ever was. Like he shares everything of everybody. Like he on Facebook, he wants everybody over. He wants everybody to win. He wants everybody to succeed. He don't give a crap about himself. He wants everybody to be number one. And that I got a question. I'm gonna wait till Walter gets back. Actually, I have a question.
Okay.
Something that's been burning in my soul to ask you for weeks.
Something been burning in your soul that kind of scares me.
And it's been driving me crazy. And I got to know, but I got to wait till Walter gets back. I think he's.
Doc says he's got something burning.
I'm running.
Well, it ain't that. It ain't when I pee. It ain't when I pee.
Well, okay. I was gonna say you don't need a doctor. Okay.
I don't need a doctor. Well, kind of, because I'm asking a question to the doctor.
Okay.
Or depending on the answer of the dick, it will depend which one it is. So I have a question for both of you.
Go ahead.
I watch you guys religiously, whether I'm on the show or not, or whatever you guys film and send back to me. I watch it religiously. You guys are my favorites. So I watch you guys religiously, and I watch every show that you guys film for us. And every show, you talk about how I go over and just love all over Mama Boulder. Now, here's my question. Do y'all think that's my mama?
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
I
just
know
wanted to make sure.
We know who that is, but you
don't know who it is, or you do know who it is?
No, we do.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's Bishop Straight's grandmother. I don't care to tell anybody. Linda's one of the biggest.
Mamaw. Yeah.
Linda Mamaw Straight is the biggest FTC AOG supporter next to Bishop. I'm just telling you, but she is like Mama Boulder. I just didn't know if you guys really thought she was my mom or not, because I just love all over that woman. I don't give a crap if I'm sweaty or if I'm just now getting out to the I'm loving all over that woman because I love her to death. I always tell everybody.
We've seen how she reacts with you guys, and it felt fitting one night. I just said Mama Boulder, and
keep doing it.
Stuck.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it. I've got a bunch of Mama Boulders out here. I got a bunch of them. Troy's mama is in all front row of these shows. Yeah, she is the best mama on the business. But Troy's mom is in the front row in all these shows, and she's like another mom for me too. So like mine's gone, unfortunately, 11 years ago Tuesday. But I got a bunch of them here looking over me. So Linda's one of them, and so is Tanya, Troy's mom. But Linda will send brownies with Bishop to the locker room. Have you guys ever got to try any of her brownies when you've been here?
No.
Well, I'd whip somebody's ass next time. Just make sure, because they're good.
I'm gonna get me a brownie. You can guarantee that.
She's made them with coffee on top of them before.
Sign me up.
My mom actually prefers bright.
Yeah, I forgot about Mama Deb. Mama Deb actually likes. Mama Deb is the biggest Brock's Boulder fan than she is a Sarah Bubbles fan. Just so you know.
We know that there's a handful of moms or grandmothers that are seated around that ring, one a little closer than the rest. But that's really what makes that a family affair. You guys have all the people back there and all the people up front. You have a connection, be it a true familial connection or just a wrestler and fan connection. It draws everything together.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, it's Stevie Tyler's husband. Kevin ran the ticket booth for me. I don't know how many times done it Saturday. Their son Jeremiah has bust his ass to tear down the ring more than most of the wrestlers. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, he bust his ass tearing the ring down. Mama Boulder's Linda has jumped in and sold tickets for me. Everyone's done something, and it's that simple. I can just walk up to somebody like, "Hey, can you?" And their answer is always yes. I can.
Yes.
Absolutely. Kevin, Stevie's husband, I can't put him over enough he's always got my back for anything. Jeremiah, their boys, same way. Like, and it truly is a family thing, man. It really is.
I was going to say, I've thought Kevin's going to have to be security guard a couple times.
Yeah. He actually, there was one night that me and him both were kind of perched at a position. We were waiting. We both seen what was getting ready to happen, or what appeared like it was going to happen. We were both perched like, if this goes away, I think it's going to go. This guy's not going to like what happens.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I told Kevin that night. I said, I know where you normally like to sit, but you're going to sit here tonight because that guy came in 3 sheets to the wind walking in the door,
Yeah.
and I know, and he's one of our best fans, and he's really one of the
he
nicest
is.
guys.
Yeah.
He's one of the nicest guys. He just alcohol. It just how it does. It makes
Yeah.
everybody
Look.
10 foot tall and bulletproof.
Yeah.
Great guy though, honestly, for the most part.
Oh, absolutely.
He just but I told Kevin, I said, you're going to sit here. And he
Yeah.
was just within arm's
Right
reach of that
here.
guy. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just Kevin does that. Anything I need, he's done work here at the school for me.
The very
electrical
first show we done for you guys, we were leaving the show. We walked outside. We were walking across the parking lot to our car, and we seen him with his son, and they were just kind of standing by a car. We didn't know who they were. And I just casually asked him, "Hey man, did you have a good time?" And because I say that to a lot of fans, if I catch eyes with them, I'll say, "Did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the show?" And he's like, "Yeah, I had a blast." And then he comes over and we stood in the parking lot and talked to him for an hour that night.
Yeah.
And then we find out, as we're talking to him, we find out who he is. And then Stevie comes down a few minutes later, and it was another 20-minute conversation after Stevie got there. So Kevin's tremendous guy.
Yep.
I've noticed he's always willing to just lend a hand wherever he can for you guys. And he's even stopped us and asked several times, you guys need a hand with anything you want, So I think that's just the kind of guy he is. He's just always willing to help out when someone looks like they might need some help.
I send a message to the group chat after every show telling them how much how we've got the best crew and staff here at the Art of Grappling that you can ask for. Like it's always, hey, can you do this? And it's always, yes, I can. No matter what I ask, these guys and gals are friggin' awesome. I call them my staff or my crew or whatever, but that's what they are. They do anything I ask them to do. They're amazing people. So
yes.
I can't. And you guys are included in that. You guys are absolutely included in that. I can't.
We're just grateful to be a part of it. We really are. We love you guys, love everyone over there, even if they are bitter, some of them.
Bitter or a lover boy or any of those other things that they can be. Yeah. I got you.
Or, some of them are in the back doing witch doctor stuff. I don't know what happens. But yeah, we love being over there. We love being a part of the show. Just being able to work with you guys, not just at EPW, not just at AOG. You've had us come out and do FTC shows. And to us, it's just, we enjoy this. We really love just being a part of this and to be in the company of folks who try to make it as much of a, feel like home, feel like family. Can't thank you guys enough for that.
We appreciate you guys. Y'all kill it. Y'all bust your butts for us. So we try to do anything we can for you guys as well. Anything we can.
We've even talked before about look, EPW, and we've made no bones about it. We were part of EPW in the beginning as a founding. So, that's for us, that's home one.
Yeah.
You guys are definitely home two, but you're right there at that same level. But even at that, sometimes we feel like, and it's probably because we're lazy, but we feel like almost it's an easier product. It's an easier thing to do when we come to your show than it is an EPW show because, you guys have the ring. It's in one spot.
Yeah.
And it never leaves. Your training facility is there. When you do have a road show, 9 times out of 10, we're always there between 12 and 2 o'clock, and the ring's always already up.
We're 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah. But I mean, we show up between 12 and 2 for EPW shows too, but we do the work there. We try to help tear down the ring, and we try to do, but we're trying to, because that's our, we had a hand in that founding.
That's home. That's home. I get it. I these guys will tell you that the ring setup thing has been has been a labor of hate, not a labor of love.
Yeah.
Like in the very
No,
beginning, setting up the ring with Brock's Boulder was a terrible experience. Now I don't even have to mess with it. I can just be like, here's the trailer, and they just do it. And
Yeah.
Troy, I got Troy to thank for a lot of that. He was always my guy right beside me whenever I was learning to do it, and he's just kind of taking it over, and he kills it. But yeah, man, we just do our thing. We just do our thing, and we're going to continue to try to do those things and see how it goes.
Not the very first EPW show, but the next 4, I actually hauled the ring.
Yeah.
And so,
that's a story in itself.
Doc and I were getting the ring there, and then we're getting everything unloaded that can be unloaded that doesn't have to be, because you can't really stand the posts up until you've got a couple of guys that can,
Sure.
Okay, hold this while we get, so we're getting all of our audio visual gear out, getting it set up, and we're waiting on some folks to get there to help with the ring. And then I know I can be a bit of a pain to work with sometimes. I don't deny that, but I wanted certain things done when I was hauling the ring. You need to do this first and this first and this first. And then when we're unloading it, I want it loaded a certain way because I'm the one that has to pull this thing. You're going to load it the way I want it loaded. And, that was, but now I don't have to worry about that. So,
but Bubbles says she's got PTSD from ring set up and tear down.
It's probably because I want the ring trailer to look how I want it to look. And I just said, I'll just echo Walter, like it's got to be done my way, and I'm pretty anal about it. But to be fair, Joe Pace taught me that way, and it's Joe Pace, and Joe Pace pulled the ring forever, and he still does for me when I need him to. The last 3 shows we've done, I've pulled the ring, and I understand how big of a hassle it is, so I understand why it needs to be that way. That 20-foot ring trailer with all that weight in it, I got those big sway bars. We got sway bars on ours that we hook up to ours, and man, it doesn't even feel like it's back there, but until I try to stop, and then I know it's all back there.
Yeah. It's 100% because of Brock.
Yeah.
We run a show back, it was actually November the 16th of last year.
Yeah.
Down in Shopville, Kentucky. So almost to Somerset.
Yeah, like 5 minutes from Somerset.
We pulled, and our ring's a 16-foot ring.
Yeah.
That trailer you had was a 12-foot trailer.
Yeah, I actually had to borrow a trailer for that show, and the only one I could get at the time was a 12-foot dovetail. So the last 24 inches is tilted,
Right. Yeah.
So there's actually only 10 foot of deck on a 16-foot ring.
Nice. Hell yeah.
So I had 6 foot of a 16-foot ring hanging out in the air, and I'm pulling it with a 2012 Nissan Armada, 5.6 V8. that thing will absolutely, it'll haul it. It's got plenty of power. It'll haul, but it's got this thing squatted, and it's over about 35 miles an hour. It starts to fishtail. The trailer starts to fishtail because there's too much weight behind the axle.
Yeah,
and from Pikeville to Shopville, I'm doing 40, 45, all the way 3.5 hours. And then from Shopville back home to Pikeville, I couldn't get over 30 because it was pouring rain.
Yeah.
So it took what was a 3.5 hour drive, then become a 5 hour drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was ridiculous, but now we've got some more,
I get
better stuff going on.
Running a bigger trailer now.
I get it. I took that 20-footer to Liburg, West Virginia, and the trailer brake wasn't hooked up, and I didn't know that until I got home, and my brakes needed change. They weren't that bad either, but they were all the way down to the pads, like all the way down to the metal on the pads after that trip to Liburg. I didn't know the trailer brake wasn't hooked up. So I was like, why is this thing pushing me all the way down this hill? Of course, Liburg, mountains of West Virginia, it's just like this.
Well, see, when I moved, and I'll go ahead and tell a little story, but let's see it's 2012. I moved from Huntington, West Virginia back to Pikeville, Kentucky in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
2010 got remarried for the second time. Biggest mistake I ever made. Yeah. But we ended up living in a 29-foot camper, which was a beautiful piece of equipment. Now, the truck I had till about 2019, and it's actually sitting out here in his yard right now, is a 2002 Ford Ranger four-wheel drive. I pulled that 29-foot camper.
Of course you did.
That Ford Ranger.
The Ford Ranger.
Of course you did. It's a
The
Danger
camper
Ranger.
weighed more than the truck.
You could pull the size. You could pull the earth with a Danger Ranger. Come on now.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen,
ain't no stranger.
If I could show you the road that we actually pulled that on, there's hills up and down, and it's impressive.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Guys, I have absolutely I have invaded your show and taken up all your time.
You ain't heard us. You ain't heard us. We've had fun. We're still talking.
Yeah.
I am going to I'm gonna let you guys finish your show though. I'm gonna let you guys, because if I stay on here, we'll be talking all night long. Y'all won't get shit done. So
we've got pretty much.
Yeah, we've just got a few other things to touch on, but thanks for joining us, Brock.
We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me flap my jaws for a little bit and embarrass a few people. That was my main objective, was to get on here and embarrass some people. I think I told you all the matches I was going to tell you. We talked about Marcus and Shane. We talked about Travis and John D, and then of course we talked about the AOG title and the girls triple threat. So there's a couple more matches in the works, but maybe next week or so.
Hey, we'll find out, brother.
Guys,
we appreciate you stopping by. You have a great evening.
Appreciate y'all so much.
Hey,
thank you.
No problem. Take care now.
Later.
Bye. Whew.
I always have a good time.
I do. I love when he stops by. I hated that he had to run off.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's been sitting there by his lonesome. He's
in the school
by himself. So
yeah, it is what it is.
Bob Caudle was my favorite.
Chris Gallegos, coming off of our YouTube channel, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Bob Caudle, my favorite announcer in the 70s and 80s. I feel the same way.
Same here.
Bob Caudle was definitely one of my many favorites. I started watching wrestling around 1986, 87. So, yeah, Bill Mercer, familiar with him. Just it was a great time in professional wrestling, and too bad that it ended. Wait a minute.
It's creepy in that school.
It's like being over in the courthouse in Pikeville when there's nobody else in the room. Bob Caudle,
Bill Mercer, the best. Yeah.
Yeah, being in the old courthouse over in Pikeville when nobody else is in there, there's some eerie feelings that go on in there. There was actually a guy killed in that courthouse. Ghost of George.
Yeah.
But let's talk.
Yeah, Bob Caudle's one of our favorites too, Chris. And we would have been remiss if we done this show without mentioning his passing.
Old school wrestling, Mid-South, UWF, world class, watching world class from Jim Crockett.
We grew up on Jim Crockett.
Yeah.
Jim Crockett, Smoky Mountain, and then WCW after NWA kind of folded into WCW.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we grew up on. Of course, I was still watching through the Attitude Era, and you tapered off.
I watched the Attitude Era. It was right after the sale in 2001 when WWE bought WCW. I'm like, okay, this is getting a little bit much. But no, we definitely lost a legend. We're losing them. That's like I tell him all the time. Our childhood is slowly disintegrating before our eyes.
It is.
Let's get down to some business here. Yeah. November the 29th, we were talking earlier, we're going to be down in Oliver Springs, Tennessee, Elevate Pro Wrestling Feast or Famine. That is going to be a great night of action. We talked a little bit about the first guy that is in this match, Michael Zamato, accompanied by Lars Madison. Now, if you have not
he doesn't go anywhere without Lars Madison.
No, Lars is always there.
Yeah.
So you need to look up Michael Zamato or Lars Madison, and absolutely. And you will truly find out a talented athlete. He is actually going up against the Golden Child, Evan Golden.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with Evan Golden, he is part of the Welch, Fuller, Golden lineage out of East Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Fuller,
Bob Welsh.
Eddie Golden's his father. Jimmy Golden's his uncle.
Yeah. I'm sure Chris knows all these folks.
Yeah.
If he's a fan of the old school like we are, he knows all these names. But he will be taking on Michael Zamado with Lars Madison, and I think that's going to be a great match. It's Evan Golden's debut for Elevate Pro Wrestling. And then we're going to get to see a triple threat that I'm really interested in.
This is going to be interesting.
Go ahead. Repic, the Undead Tragedy Repic versus the Appalachian Animal Brutus versus Andrew Thomas with his significant other Valeska. So that's going to be interesting. We've seen all of those guys in action before. Repic and Brutus have been in singles competition before. It's just going to be interesting because Repic is insane and Andrew Thomas isn't far behind him.
And Brutus is,
well, he's an animal.
Brutus is an animal, but Brutus has got some things going on, and I worry about my buddy.
Yeah.
Like somebody is in his head.
Yeah.
And that somebody is the guiding light, Michael Gabriel, who has tried to use his influences over the Appalachian Animal Brutus. How will that play in?
I don't know. We know Michael Gabriel will be in the building, but after that match, we're going to have a rematch of sorts for the EPW tag team titles.
We talked about that a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Higher Dreams, Nakeem the Dream, and Ethan Higher will be taking on Grappling Inc., the Grappling God Titan Troy, and the Bullies Bully Brock's Boulder. That's going to be interesting. I know Brock said that he and Troy are definitely prepared. They're ready, and that Higher Dreams may see a different side of Grappling Inc.
Very possible. Speaking of Michael Gabriel, the guiding light will be there in action in a return match from Elevate Pro Wrestling Grave Consequences against No Joke Johnny Pope.
Yeah.
And that is going to be interesting indeed.
Oh, absolutely. Michael Gabriel is he's out there. He's a little different. Johnny Pope felt like that should have been a win for him at Grave Consequences, and he was the one that called Mr. Moore, and he said, I want to run it back. Hold up.
Run it back.
So, yeah, can't wait to see that. I think Johnny Pope, I love Johnny Pope, and I hope I'm right when I say I think he has Michael Gabriel's number.
Hopefully he does.
Then we're going to see the EPW Next Level title finally back on the table in a proper Next Level championship match between Zach Apollyon and the aforementioned one half of the Country Gentleman, Casey Kazana.
Indeed, that's going to be a great match. Now, where the 5-Star Mafia will fall into this, one can only imagine. But yeah, that is going to be an interesting match.
Oh, absolutely.
And also, the Elevate Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship will be defended as the Vision Zanderstorm with Mr. 5-Star Charlie Craig is going up against somebody he is very familiar with, somebody that he almost cost a career for, and that is the Wrestling Machine, Corey Sparks, making his return back into Elevate Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, Corey Sparks has a score to settle with the Vision, Xander Storm, and I'm going to be honest with you. I think this is, for Corey, this is more of a grudge match than it is a title match.
Indeed. Also, while we're on the topic of Elevate Pro Wrestling and getting into the next topic, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out just in case the unpoppable force Sarah Bubbles is still in the room. I have received word today that the Elevate Pro Wrestling women's division, everything is on pace for 2026. In fact, the Elevate Pro Wrestling Women's Championship is coming along in the design process. So Elevate Pro Wrestling will be debuting in the coming months the Elevate Pro Wrestling Women's Championship.
That's correct.
And from what we saw so far, this may be possibly the most beautiful belt that Elevate Pro Wrestling has put out.
Yeah, without a doubt. This is going to be a gorgeous piece of gear and deserving of being the Elevate Pro Wrestling Women's Championship.
Indeed.
And whichever woman walks away with that title will definitely be deserving of that beautiful piece of gear.
Indeed. And the thing about it is, we're getting response from women from all over the wrestling world about the Elevate Pro Wrestling Women's Championship.
Yeah.
And the women's division.
Yeah. As long as Mercedes Monet don't decide to step in and run off with it and her other 27 belts, we'll be in good shape.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. I will go to Mr. Moore and do whatever it takes to keep Mercedes Monet out of Elevate Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm going to pull the curtain back just a little bit. I don't have so much a problem with somebody coming in and wrestling and winning a championship.
Right.
But it's too much. It's too much. It's too old, too fast.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Look, I said from day one, as Sasha Banks, I was not impressed. I've never been impressed with her.
Chris got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mercedes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not impressed with her. I do not think she's all that. I do not think that she is as talented as some people think she is.
All right. Let me ask you this then. While we got the chance.
Low-hanging fruit. Absolutely. Yeah. Exactly. Don't say it, but yeah.
I wasn't going to say that, actually.
Oh, okay.
I was going to give you an either or.
Okay.
Mercedes Monet or Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett.
I knew he'd do it.
Jeff Jarrett, 100%.
I know how you feel about Jeff Jarrett.
Look, but I have said in the past that Jeff Jarrett is not a bad talent.
No.
Jeff Jarrett is very talented. I just don't think there's anything about him that's original. Like everything he's ever done has been a rip of something somebody else already done. And it's not even trying to hide a rip. It's just blatant.
Yeah.
He's a tremendous in-ring talent. Absolutely
I
tremendous.
agree. I've got to agree with Chris on this. He is a great worker.
He's amazing. Never denied that.
I just wish that, and I understand there's only so much in professional wrestling.
I
that you
get
can
that.
do.
I
get it. But okay, the guitar, honky tonk man,
Honky Tonk Man.
the strut,
Well, that could be any number of different people, but obviously he stole it from Flair.
Flair, Fargo, whoever, the bleach blonde hair,
Flair. He has taken bits and
The
pieces.
only thing that I think that might be legitimized is a singing cowboy.
Yeah, but even that's still just a rip of
All right, now I'm gonna have to just draw the line with him on this one.
I see.
Listen, so Karen Jarrett, Kurt had her first.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. I mean, you're dead on, but I mean, We could say the same thing about Sable. You know, Mark Marrow had her first, but even Mark said,
Well, we don't know that's a fact.
Well, yeah. when Mark said, I'm going to find out who she's fooling around with, and I'm going to beat the brakes off him. Then he found out it was Brock Lesnar, and he said, he can have her.
It's 6'7".
Yeah,
6'7".
he can have her. It'd be all right.
But no.
But yeah, I would take. I mean, if you were going to give me like, I would almost take any female wrestler, any reasonable take on a female wrestler in history over Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
I 100% would take Bambi. I 100% would take Rockin' Robin. 100% would take Sherry.
100 Combs.
Yes. 100% would take Medusa. 100% would take Becky Lynch, Bailey, Mae Young, Moolah. Give me, for Pete's sake, give me Io Sky 1,000 times. 1,000 times give me Io Sky.
What about Oscar?
I love Oscar. I love Oscar.
I like Oscar. I don't think she gets the deserving that
she really doesn't.
But
I think they actually ruined their chances, ruined a really good story with Oscar when they had her lose for the first time to Charlotte Flair.
I'm not a big Charlotte Flair.
I'm not a Charlotte Flair fan. I think what really got Charlotte
right here, Megan Bain. Okay.
Megan Bain's great.
You want to watch it, and one of my favorite women's matches was somebody that we're going to see when we go up to AOG December the 6th. Emily Rose, who is a native out of the Charleston-ish area of West Virginia, up in that area. She actually wrestled Megan Bain. It wasn't a long match,
right?
But it was one of the better matches that I've seen in a long time to get a point across. Should have gotten the AEW Women's Championship.
Yes, 100%.
I can agree
Absolutely.
with that. But no, the Elevate Pro Wrestling Women's Championship, the women's division, is on pace for 2026.
Yeah, it'll be here.
Great. It'll be great.
We'll be crowning an AOG Women's Champion, an inaugural AOG inaugural EPW Women's Champion in 2026.
EPW, yeah.
But speaking of EPW again, the EPW 2025 Next Level Awards. It is time to honor the moments that made us scream, cheer, and believe, folks. Chris, listen up, man. We need you to go. We need you to go make nominations
already.
From the Blood-Soaked Classics to jaw-dropping debuts, 2025 was a year of reckoning for EPW. Nominations are open until November 30th. We're coming up on that. Voting opens December 1st, so you have to make nominations. And then
once the nominations are finished, the ballot will be prepped.
It'll be finalized to so many people in each category, or so many things in each category.
To do so, you'll go to the Elevate Pro Wrestling website at elevateprowrestling.com. There you can click on the 2025 Next Level Award nominations. I think it's what it says. I don't have it in front of me. So,
but the categories for good night, Chris.
Good night. Anyway, the categories are
categories for the EPW Next Level Awards: Match of the Year, Male Wrestler of the Year, Female Wrestler of the Year, Tag Team of the Year, Manager of the Year, Referee of the Year, Debut of the Year, Return of the Year, and the 2025 Defining Moment.
And these are all specific to Elevate Pro Wrestling for the 2025 year.
Yeah.
So from January 1st to the end of November, your nominations are greatly appreciated. Yeah. And like we've said, if you don't nominate them, it ain't happening. So
if
you think that Charlie Craig is
Manager of the Year,
you better nominate him.
You better nominate him.
If you think Lars Madison or Valeska or Scarlett Fox is manager of the year caliber, you better nominate him.
Yeah.
If you think Brutus is male superstar of the year, nominate him. Zach Apollyon, nominate him. Whoever, it don't matter. If it's not nominated, it will not appear on the official ballot. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Now, you might get lucky, and you and one other person in the entire world may think that Charlie Craig is manager of the year.
Well, that other person would be Charlie Craig.
And obviously, but I wasn't going to say it.
I would. I ain't afraid of him.
If Charlie Craig doesn't go nominate himself, and you're the only other person that believes he's manager of the year, he's not going to be nominated. He's not going to be on the list for you to vote on in December. So you need to go do your nominations, and then everyone will get to vote on those nominations to narrow it down to the champion, to the winner in each category. By the way, nominations end November 30th. Voting begins December 1st and will run to December 31st. The winners will be announced in early 2026. So, again, as Doc said, we've also talked about the women's championship.
We have.
But we have
we have.
Yeah.
We are.
Yes.
Elevate Pro Wrestling, taking wrestling to the next level. Now, we started back on June 7th of 2024
after somebody turned the lights out.
After the fire went out and nobody got wood, we decided Elevate Pro Wrestling was going to happen.
Somebody fired it back up.
For a little bit.
And that's went back out again.
Well, they screwed the pooch.
Yeah.
And then once you screw the pooch, it's...
Well, they did kind of... They pissed on the fire tender.
They did. They really pissed on it this time.
They pissed on the fire tender.
I mean, here's the deal, and I'm going to say it, and it might piss the whole world off, and I really don't give a care now. But when you tell somebody you're going to do it, and you don't follow through, and you just leave people hanging, that's shitty.
Yeah.
That's the only way to put it.
And to that point, folks.
And somewhere out there on the beach is a wrestling legend. And I pray to God that he is watching tonight from his lounging chair on the whites or the brown, decrepit sandy beaches of Omaha and Myrtle. This is the very reason we didn't come back, because it happened in 2023 in December. It happened in April of 2024, and it just happened again. And this time you got caught in it.
Yep.
And I thought they were going to rush you.
Yeah. Burn me once, shame on you. Burn me twice, shame on me.
They ain't no third time.
Promise. I wasn't going to get burned the second time. I learned my lesson on number one.
That's it. You got one shot at it.
But to that point, we know that there are a few people who got burned. There are folks who were told some things and it didn't come to fruition. Folks, I'm not naming names. You know we're not naming names. We have alluded far too much as it is. But if you are a after school activity, extracurricular, a community organization, whatever the case is, and you have signed on with an independent wrestling promotion to do a fundraiser for you, and at the last minute they renege, they drop you like a bad habit, contact Elevate Pro Wrestling.
Listen, sports
We will
clubs,
work something
civic
out for you.
organizations, fundraisers, fairs. It don't matter. Birthday parties, weddings, funerals. If you want a wrestling show at your funeral, that would be awesome.
I'd do it.
Would you call the matches at my funeral?
Absolutely, I'll call the matches.
We're going to have somebody get us a booking for my funeral. I don't know when it's going to be, but it's going to be a good one.
I might be in a bad way, baby, but I'll do it. Hey, baby, I'm in a bad way.
The point of the matter is this. Elevate Pro Wrestling is ready to take your event to the next level.
Yeah.
And forget all the nonsense. Forget all the bullshit. I know it's a little bit adult language, but here's the deal. Plain speak is the best understood.
Yes.
And if you want a wrestling show that you can be proud of, Elevate Pro Wrestling. You can reach out to us on Facebook at Elevate Pro Wrestling, or send an email to booking@elevateprowrestling.com. Either way is fine. Let us know.
You can even reach out to us at Cussin Discussin, or us individually.
Smoke signals.
We'll accept carrier pigeon,
dog.
Yeah, if you want to.
The only thing we ain't accepting is no dang fish.
Right.
If you send your fish, we're going to send it back.
We'll even accept fax as long as it's not coffee.
You can't get fax coffee.
Coffee don't fax.
Every time a rain hit it, it'll run.
That's fact. Anyway, but seriously, if you have been left hanging by another wrestling promotion,
and I know it happened because
it has happened. We know it has happened.
I heard about it back on Friday when I was at a doctor's appointment.
Do not let that put a bad taste for independent wrestling in your mouth, because all independent wrestling promotions are not created equal.
No. I mean, listen.
Elevate Pro Wrestling would be happy to take over and do the show for you. And even if it is at last minute like this, we will work something out for you.
And here's the deal. If you're up in the Ohio area, up in that area, get hold of AOG. Them boys up there, they can do it.
Contact AOG if you're in Ohio, West Virginia area. If you're in the southern West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee area, contact us at EPW. I'm sure someone will be happy to work this out. We'll find something. Absolutely.
If me and him's got to get in there and do it for you. I mean, the thing about it is this, and it crawls me, because it seems like every time that professional wrestling takes a step forward, it gets slapped in the face and sent 2 steps back.
Yeah, by somebody that just wanted to go fishing.
Ultimately, the fans are the reason we are here.
Yes. We just talked about that with Brock's. We love that's the point. That's the reason we're here, is to help the fans have a good time.
Yes.
That's it.
If I didn't love the sport of professional wrestling so much as I do, and I didn't love the fans, let's face it, we're not out there doing these matches.
No.
We're sitting behind a table. We're not taking the bumps.
For the most part, we're pretty safe.
Yeah.
Occasionally somebody tries to choke me with a baseball bat, but I got a taser for that.
Yeah. Point of the matter being is this. I will do anything in this world to protect the image and integrity of the sport of professional wrestling.
Absolutely.
So help me God.
Yeah.
And, don't let one turd in the punch bowl mess it up.
Yeah.
Because God knows they're out there. And get mad if you want to. I don't care. It's not worth it to me to have to worry about it. But at the end of the day, you, the fan, should be the top priority.
Yeah.
You, the sponsor or host,
mm-hmm.
should be the top priority.
Yeah.
You know, is there going to be differences? I'm sure there are. But when things happen over and over and over again, and you got the nerve to look fans in the eyes and say, it's not a pattern.
It's not a pattern.
You're a liar.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's crap like that. It's crap like that. This is a true story, and I'm going to go back and preface this. I got to go to Ashland, Kentucky Sunday, and I got to see the great Muda and Sonny Ono.
Johnny Bono?
Ono.
Yoko Ono.
No, not Yoko Ono. Sonny Ono. Not the one that hit the tree.
Yeah.
Sonny.
Not the one that sings like a mashed cat.
No. But, and there was somebody there, and I'm not going to mention names because it's not important. By the little stunt that was pulled the other day, this person told me I lost a 50-year friendship.
Yep. Because you put your stock somewhere it shouldn't have been. It should have never been.
But the thing about it is, you know, part of me, the person says, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's horrible. But knowing what I know, and like I told them,
we knew it was going to happen.
I knew it was going to happen. And I'm sure to God, as soon as somebody sees it, they'll send a message and they'll pop up like a never mind.
Like a wart on a
yeah. But they ain't no place for it, people. I'm sorry. I can take a beating with the best of them.
Yeah.
They ain't no place for it, and people can get mad and say whatever they want to me. It's all right.
I ain't scared.
I'll go to sleep tonight and not lose a wink.
Nope.
Anyway,
if
if you want to elevate pro wrestling, get in contact with us. We will be happy to do whatever it takes to make the fans happy.
Yeah. We have some coming events. We've talked about a few already.
We've actually talked about all of them, except for, well, we didn't talk about WrestleCade. We didn't talk about WrestleCade.
And we didn't talk
Time
about...
Warp's going to be there.
Yeah.
That's taking place on
November 29th.
29th.
Benton Convention Center, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm. You know what this means? You've done the math. Not only are you the excellence of elocution, you're the math guru on this one.
I done the math. If you are at the Benton Convention Center in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and you leave at 2:30, 4.5 hours you can be in Oliver Springs, Tennessee, in a seat, getting ready to watch the opening match for Elevate Pro Wrestling Presents Feast or Famine. And what better way to end that trip?
Hey.
You get to go to Benton Convention Center for WrestleCade and get to meet all the fine folks there, and then go to Oliver Springs, Tennessee. Fantastic city, wonderful people. And come join us at the Oliver Springs DAV Chapter 26 for Feast or Famine.
I told Earl down in Time Warp that very same thing right there.
Yep.
That he could be there.
Yep.
He said, I'll be wore out. He said, dude, the next day I'm going to be busier than a three-legged cat in a sandbox.
Well, he will.
He will.
Because
get up to Ashland, Kentucky, because Sting and the Total Package Lex Luger are going to be at Time Warp at the Ashland Town Center Mall. That taking place the very next day on November the 30th. Go over to Time Warp's Facebook page, to their website for more information. Purchase your tickets for that. You don't want to miss it. We'll be beat to death by then, and ain't no way we can do it. But you know what? We try. Also, moving right along. Yeah. Oh, There is something I forgot to talk about.
What's that?
December 27th.
Mary
Oliver
Mayhem?
Springs, Tennessee.
Mary Mayhem.
Well, we changed the name.
Yeah, we did.
Christmas Chaos.
Christmas Chaos.
It was Mary Mayhem, but
I thought it was.
somebody else wanted it.
Yeah, somebody else kind of done that.
It's okay. No hard
Even though we've been
feelings.
advertising this for 2 months now,
Yeah.
somebody else decided they wanted Mary Mayhem a little worse. So instead of,
Call it whatever you want to. In the words of Vince McMahon, you can call it double trouble crap on a stick. But Elevate Pro Wrestling, December 27th, coming back one more time to finish out the year to the Tri-County DAV in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. It is going to be a romp, stomping, rip, roaring, good time in Oliver Springs.
that's it.
And I look forward to it.
And we'll have more on that card
We
as
will.
we get closer.
We will indeed. And what is under it is absolutely wrong, but that's okay.
Yeah,
It's
it'd
another
be
one
all right.
on me.
Yeah.
Whew! Now, I do want to say again a very big thank you to our good friends down in Time Warp, 500 at Winchester Road, the Ashland Town Center Mall, to the end of the year. And then the mall store is closing.
Yeah.
But have no fear. Reopening in 2026 at the old location on 16th Street, Time Warp is moving back to where it all began.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be awesome. I look forward to that for the great people of Time Warp. Earl and his gang, they do such a great job. Again, such a great time down there meeting Muda and Sonny Ono, not Sonny Bono, Sonny Ono, not Yoko Ono, Sonny Ono.
Right. That.
Yeah. And it was a great time. Muda is a hoot. I will tell you that.
Did you learn any Japanese?
No, I didn't, but I tell you what. And you can see by the pictures, I've heard rumors that Muda was in bad shape. Muda's, he can't walk no more. He's wheelchair bound. Muda's moving better than most young folk. I just waiting for him to spit the green mist on somebody.
Yeah.
But no, great people at Time Warp, Ashland, Kentucky. I also want to say a big hats off to our friends down at Walk in Time, 1626 6th Avenue, Charleston, West Virginia. Got to see JR, didn't get to talk to him down there, but I saw him there. Great to see him. And our friends down at Walk in Time, they've got everything you need. If you should have held on to it, but if you need it, JR and his gang at Walk in Time are the place to be.
Yeah.
And our friends at Drifter's Bar with a Grill at, is that a 3 or a 2? I can't see my eyes one to one. 205 South 3rd Street, Ironton, Ohio. Hey,
If you'd have put your glasses on.
well, there are sometimes that those things do really good, and sometimes those things are not my best friends. And this probably would be one of those times. Yes, they actually help. But it's new glasses, and I'm getting used to them. I actually forgot them the other day and
New
had to go
phone,
back
new
to my old ones. And that was real fun. But anyway, go ahead and walk us through the rest of this.
Yeah, big shout out to our friends at FTC's Art of Grappling, 110 South 4th Street, Ironton, Ohio. You just see, if you've been following the show, you just seen Brock's Boulder. He is a part of that at AOG. Tremendous bunch of guys. Head trainer Bobby Blaze, the legend.
Let me tell you
Bobby
something.
Blaze.
Hold on just a minute. I got to plug this. Shameless plug for Bobby Blaze. 2 books. Pin Me, Pay Me. And I kicked out at 2. I have actually, I've got one of them in print. The other one I've got on my phone. I've actually got both of them on my phone, but neither here
You
nor
have
there.
one in print and in
On your
audio.
phone, yeah. Pin Me, Pay Me, and I kicked out at 2. Listen, if you are wanting to get into professional wrestling, Bobby Blaze is such a great source, and those 2 books ought to be a requirement for any reputable training school.
Yeah.
In fact, I've heard tell that schools are opening,
Mm-hmm.
and if I've got my way with it, those books will be in the curriculum.
Mm-hmm.
If I have anything to say
Yes.
about that, those books will definitely be in the curriculum.
But if you're looking to get into wrestling as a wrestler, as a commentator, as a referee, as a manager, or anything else in the wrestling business,
you just can't be a cat hound like our good buddy Bishop Strait.
right? Poon Saloon.
Yeah.
Anyway, check them out. FTC's Art of Grappling. Again, 110 South 4th Street, Ironton, Ohio. And even if you're just out to watch a show, check them out. They do a home show in their training center once a month, sometimes more often.
Sometimes less, depending.
Also, check out Bob and John, our good friends over at the Indie Wrestling Experience. We love those guys. They do a great job of highlighting independent wrestling and independent wrestling organizations and wrestlers all over the country. We love them to death. Also, check out our good friends at the Wrestling Society Network. Bear, Brox, Brady, Amy, everyone else that's involved over there. We love them. Check them out at thewrestlingsocietynetwork.com, Wrestling Society Network on Facebook. And they also have their YouTube channels and several other things, as well as their apps on Roku, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, and the standalone app, I'm pretty sure, is back on the Play Store.
Nice.
Might be wrong on that, but I think it is.
Well, you was wrong once, but you was right.
Yeah. And also a big shout out to my wonderful wife, Sheena Dixon at Sheena Dixon Photography. She does all the photography for Elevate Pro Wrestling, as well as Emma, who helps out with that. Big shout out to her. But check out Sheena Dixon Photography at Sheena Dixon Photography on Facebook for all your photography needs, be it school photos, graduations, weddings, divorces, special events, anything. She does photos for everything throughout the year. So check her out over there.
Safe now?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't do it. Anyway.
Something was on my heart, and I was about ready to say it, and I don't know if I ought to. I've done run my mouth enough tonight.
Okay.
Should I do it?
I don't know.
Bob and John, this one's for you. Oh, yeah, and something else I thought about while we was talking earlier. It come to my attention that somebody made the comment out there that a certain promoter took a certain promotion last year, took the money and run. That it was a pitiful show. Now, pay attention. Pay real close attention. Because about 7 of those people that was on that card are 7 of those people that were with you. So are you saying your guys suck? I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
No.
But those were your words, not mine.
Yeah.
So
some people don't think before they open their face hole.
No, they don't.
And absolutely falls out of it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Just saying.
But you know what? Na. Hey, goodbye. My friend, we've had a great night.
We have.
And probably going to get banned from all platforms at this point, but
nah,
we'll be back.
Nah, because once you figure out that password to that other one, we can just switch it.
Let me tell you something. Hey, it's been a great night. It honestly
really has.
It is. You know what time it is?
It's been a fantastic night, Doc, but I do believe it's time to piss on the fire and call the dogs.
Well, you know what? This week we're going to do it a little bit different. I want to tell y'all thank you for joining us. Brox Boulder, Sarah Bubbles, A. Dick Vickers, Nakeem the Dream, anybody skiving that popped
Chris
in
Gallegos.
Chris Gallegos, great having you, sir. Emily,
Emily. Yeah.
Emily, got to thank Emily for coming.
Chris really hates AEW.
He does hate AEW, and I don't blame him. I'm not an AEW fan myself, Chris. I know you're not watching, but you went
He might
to
go back
bed.
and watch it later.
Hopefully you do. God love you. But we're gonna do it a little bit different this week, and in fitting of the late great Bob Caudle.
Mm-hmm.
And because normally I would use my
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this week,
Yeah.
Folks, that's it for this week. Until next time, for the excellence of elocution, Walter Dixon, I am the doctor of professional wrestling, Mike Blankenship, Ph.D., saying to you, so long for now.